20 sides to every story. My name is Casey. We're going to be playing some Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition tonight, and I'm glancing over in this direction to make sure that the stream kicks on. Once it does, and there we go, what we're going to be diving in, the players have been working their way through the catacombs under Neverdeath Graveyard. They just recently made their way through an area that was once controlled or influenced by the Water Clock Guild. They dealt with some elementals there. They found a trap that sliced them up pretty good. They got themselves a golden harp. They loosed 2 prisoners, one who was escorted out of the graveyard entirely, the other, Umberto the gnome, currently waiting by the entrance for an escort out so as not to be assaulted by the zombies and skeletons awaiting him outside the way. The party also found a small room located within the wall that separates the main graveyard from the pauper's graveyard. In that little chamber area, they found 4 bells. 1, 2, 3, 4. They discovered a pattern that the bells had been rung outside, 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 or outside, outside, inside, inside. They rung the bells in those patterns. Pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 2, pattern 1. And then Telovere went over and opened up the door, because the bells did not seem to be associated with the door. As Telovere opened up that door, he discovered a half-dozen cultists sitting in a kind of mess hall, waiting room sort of area. There's tables, chairs, drinks. One of the cultists kind of got a leg up on the table, and he was talking to the others. He just kind of looked up over a little stairway leading up to where Televere's now opened the door, kind of looking around the corner down the hallway there, and he calls out, "Welcome, memory of Vecna." And then he sort of eye drifts just a little bit past Telovere, like he's looking down the hallway, expecting something more to happen. Now, the party members are a little bit spread out at this point, so what I'd like to do to kind of let them introduce themselves is say hi, give us their character names, and then give us an idea of what the character expects is going to be the next thing to happen based on the information that the character has now. We did a little bit of sharing off screen to let them know that the memory of Vecna is one of the lower tiers of Vecna's organization, generally associated with the priesthood or worship of it. They also know that the teeth of Vecna are sort of dedicated to the arcane pursuits. There is the blood of Vecna, which is dedicated to the military pursuits, and then the fingers of Vecna, they take on a roguish angle. There's higher levels in there, of course. There's the thoughts of Vecna that handle leading those groups or organs of Vecna in local, little cult areas. And then there's the highest level of things where we have the hand, the eye, and the heart of Vecna, which are kind of conflated in the theories that you've heard. That could be a reference to the Book of Vile Darkness, the actual hand and eye, the relics left behind, or they could be people. A little hard to tell what the lore is talking to there. Above that is Vecna themselves and manifestations of Vecna. Hopefully you'll never have to deal with one of those again, because you've kind of already seen a manifestation of Vecna that welcomed you and gave you interesting little toys to work with. So, as we bring ourselves on, I'll ask everybody to do a quick introduction. We're going to bounce to Nick first to let him redeem himself from a little bit of sleepiness last time. Nick, if you wouldn't mind introducing your character, and then go ahead and let us know what you expect is going to happen. And you might very well have no idea, but we'll let you launch from there.
Yeah, I am playing Duren, our party's paladin, and honestly, I probably don't really have an idea, but our luck has been danger around almost every corner, so I probably expect that there's going to be something there, but hey, I'm in the back.
There you go.
I'll get there when I get there.
You got it. Speaking of being in the back, you are standing just behind Montgomery, so we'll kick over to Montgomery. Montgomery, if you don't mind introducing your character, sorry, Ed, if you don't mind introducing your character, Montgomery, and then what do they think is about to happen?
Yeah, I'm playing Montgomery. He is a death cleric wizard, and he's a little confused at what's going on right now. He was pretty sure that the bells was like the signal to let people know that, hey, we're here and it's okay, but it seems like the cultists are looking for something, and you know how Montgomery is. He thinks they're looking for a fireball. So
Fair enough. A little sulfur smell, some bat guano being rolled into fingertips, or preparation of choice. Let's go ahead and jump up to Las-Dal. Las-Dal, Jason playing Las-Dal. If you don't mind introducing yourself, and then what do you think is about to happen?
Yeah, Las-Dal is the bard of the party. He's hearing the bells go off, or hearing the chimes going off, and then hearing that the door didn't matter to it. Yeah, he's figuring this is just, hey, we're here. Just a nice warning to Vecna's men that some idiots came by today. And they fell for the bell.
Very possible. Very possible. We'll go top right then over to Kevin and Fortune, if you don't mind the introduction. And then what do you think is going to happen?
Okay. Fortune is our kind of handy little rogue tabaxi who is right up against the door after spending quite a while just hitting the bells and not getting anything because I did not check he didn't check the door. Checked everything but the door. But as they kind of look past Telovere, he's thinking that he might have to huck a dagger over Televere's shoulder here. Or possibly that maybe the bells are for introductions and not for gaining entry, but for saying, "Hey, we know who you are, you know who we are," even without seeing each other.
All right. That's going to bring us down to Bo and Loktar.
All right. Loktar is a bugbear, devout worshiper of the trinity of bugbear deities. Strives to become like them as much as he can. And here, he was busy looking at these bells and trying to figure out the puzzle of what they may mean. And when the door opened and he heard that voice, he doesn't know, is that voice directed toward us, or perhaps the memory of Vecna may be somewhere in that room. He's not sure. So I think in this moment, he's just trying to figure all that out.
Sounds good. And so now we'll come down to Red and Telovere. We'll ask for a quick introduction, and you are the one with your hand on the door and your face open to those who are looking up at you. So once you get done with the introduction, please tell us what the first thing that these cultists are seeing and hearing is going to be.
Okay. So hi, I'm Red. I play Telovere, the local wizard necromancer specialist. And the one who does not think before opening doors. And again, I'd like to apologize to the party for what's about to happen. So, for the action of what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the door. I'm going to see this group assembled and hear the words of the memory of Vecna. I go, "Good evening, brothers. I see that we are assembled. I am pleased that you received the missive. Have you heard anything more from our brothers down south?"
Ooh.
And I'm going to be lying my ass off.
That's a pretty good lie. I'm gonna ask for a little bit of clarity there. From what you said, I'm sort of imagining a confident stroll down those stairs further into the room. Is that
Yeah, I would say if it's help sells the lie, yes, 100%.
Okay, confident stroll. Go ahead and scoot yourself a little bit forward there, and go ahead and give me a deception check to start that one off.
All right, boys. This is either going to go really great or it's going to go really
As
poorly.
I hear him start this off, can I quick bardic inspiration him, hearing him start?
What does a bardic inspiration take? I feel like most people normally say that we're going to sing a little song, say a little ditty. Is there actually a requirement to do something audible or visual?
1 second.
Okay. And while you're doing that,
about-
I will remind the audience and those following along at home, if you would like to help our players or help the DM, you can redeem EXP that you earn just by watching the stream to buy rerolls, buy wandering encounters, that sort of stuff. And the DM has been purchased a reroll. Thank you very much, Dawson. I do appreciate the reroll.
Hey, chat, could we get a reroll, please? Because I may need it here in a minute, depending on how this works
So
out.
it is some verbal, so if I could quietly do it enough. But if not, I get it.
I will say if you want to attempt it, you will need a stealth check to try and chant that up there. Now, at creature other than yourself 60 feet, so you could hear that 60 feet. You're within 60 feet. So if you want to try and sneak that one in there, I'm willing to allow it, but I'm going to need a stealth check to just get your voice to carry just enough.
Or you could
Okay.
give him some awesome Vecna entry music as he goes down the stairs.
And I will say, if you fail Las-Dal, it's going to make disadvantage on Telovere. So if you succeed, he gets the
Oh.
inspiration. But if you fail, something's up. Disadvantage will kick in. Las-Dal, are you going to
Oh.
try and sneak it in there?
Real quick. What does Bardic Inspiration give me again?
A D10.
A D10 if you need to use
okay,
it.
maybe that may be worth it.
You tell me, Red. Do you want Telovere to possibly get a little bump?
Teamwork.
You know what? No pain, no gain, no risks taken, nothing ventured, nothing lost. Let's do it. Let's try
All
it.
right. Go ahead and
All
give me
right,
a
here-
stealth check. The number that you're going to need to beat is at least an 11. Anybody get a better one?
Oh,
There we go.
Oh, 22 is
Plus 11 anyways.
plus 11. I'm going to stop
All right.
looking. All right,
Yeah,
yes.
I got a plus 11, so I expertised in stealth just for fun.
There you
Thank
go.
God.
So,
Nice.
so you could
I
hear
appreciate you.
you can hear the little bit of a little bit of encouragement coming through. So now let's go ahead and see that
Go,
deception
Mr.
check.
Deathman.
All right, here we
Teach
go.
them a lesson.
I'm glad I got that. That's a 15.
A 15 is okay. Do you wish to spend your bardic inspiration?
In the interest of trying to bump this up as high as I can, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a D10, you said?
A
D10.
D10
All right.
that you get to add to that.
That is a unnatural 20 now.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see how we're doing over here. Seems like he's fallen for it. The fellow with the that was standing up by the bar sort of looks over at you. Missive. I don't remember a missive arriving, but that may have gone to the leader. I am Oxtu, one of the second tier. And yourself? And you know that a tier is basically how long you've been in or what rank you are. It's a little arbitrary, but that's
So basically, the higher the tier, the better. You would
higher
say?
the tier, the
or
better.
lower.
Higher the better.
Okay, cool. Okay. I am Fane, Aniel Fane. I am a tier 4 memory. I have come from the south because we had sent missives to you. You have not received them?
I have not.
Have you heard of what has occurred in the south?
I have not, but perhaps the thought of Vecna has. I am not blessed in such a way. And as he's talking, he's sort of walking over towards a fountain in the southeast corner. You can see pipes come out of the wall, fountains sort of splashing down, filling with water. Above the fountain is a image of a hand holding an eye, the Vicious of Vecna. Oxtu picks up a couple of goblets as he passes the table, walks over, scoops them both up, and goes to offer one to yourself. He's got at least 5 in his hand at the moment. He's sort of cupped them by this, one in each finger, scoops them up and takes one off and offers it to you. Please drink, and he takes one himself, and he's still holding 3 more. He sort of glances expectantly to the doorway again.
If you are awaiting my brethren, do not hold your breath. We have been sent here, and they have been sent to others, other collections of our faith. Time is short, and your hospitality is appreciated.
And he offers the drink to you, and he takes a drink of his, and he turns and he offers the other to the others. 3 more of them come up and take the drinks and drink. One
Okay,
goes
I'll
over
take a
and fills
drink,
up
sure.
himself.
Why not?
Sure.
What's the worst that can happen? Poison? Eh.
You go ahead and take a drink. It tastes like water, but as it goes down, it feels very wrong in your stomach. And you would say it's quite likely that you are currently poisoned.
Lovely. Cool. Love this. So, seeing this, I don't make any motion. Like I'm letting none of this show, and I hold the goblin in my hand and go, Given how you are not currently aware of it, I presume that the thought, if he has received the word, has not spoken to you of this?
He has not chosen to share that secret to me at this time. I can send for his attention, but he is deep in a ritual. I'm sure you must be aware of it.
I am. This is part of why I've come. If he is currently engrossed in such pious acts, then I will have to share this news with you. We are beset by enemies, paladins and inquisitors of the horrid one named Helm. They have burned out several of our southern brethren.
Wow.
We have received word that they are marching their way up the coast. I know not how they clawed this secret from our Lord's grip, but they are coming. And what's more is I believe we have traitors among us.
Traitors will be discovered in time, won't they? And he lifts his glass and takes another sip of the drink.
Indeed. But I must ask, you have received no interested parties from, let us say, the more upper class areas of Neverwinter?
We did have one who joined our ranks, Reyna Carius. She turned against Vecna and was the first to undergo the ritual. I'm sure you can understand what happened to her.
I let this kind of forced but somewhat creepy looking smile spread. Ah, yes, good. And I trust that those others who have refused the gifts of our Lord have met similar fates.
One is undergoing such a thing right now. I was actually regaling my friends here with a tale of ways to loosen the lips of those who were a little reticent to share their secrets with us.
Ah,
And
very,
come,
very
come,
good.
sit. Let's talk. And he offers you a spot at the table. Now,
So I have a question.
yep,
So they're all bunched up right now,
they are
and if
currently
they
all bunched up.
move, yeah, if they start to move, I want to cast web on them
Okay,
and try and catch them all. So I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know,
Well,
right? Because we're not really an initiative. I can't really ready an action. I'm not sure how to play this.
sure. So basically, you're all kind of hearing this come down the hallway. And so if you say, "Hey, I'm hearing them shuffle. I'm hearing them like they're going to move away. I want to make a move now. Get up to
Yeah.
that stairway and then cast that web." That's enough for me. All we'll have to do is roll initiative from there to see who triggers what first.
but before you do that, I do have a question. I have one
Okay,
question.
sure.
And this is for Fortune. Are we still within the bounds of the psychic connection that you have?
Yes, I was waiting for an opportune time to chime in and
Okay,
tell
and
you.
and
Are you sure
refresh
about
my
this?
memory. Refresh my memory. Who all is currently connected? Because I know you.
Everyone
I know
except
I'm going to you.
Montgomery.
Everyone. Okay.
Except for
Okay.
Sorry.
Um. So Telovere, as he's like taking this and giving them a nod, like following them, he's going to psychically whisper to you, Fortune, because I know it's to you, and then you spread it. Um. Don't make a move yet. I want to see how long we can keep this charade up.
He hears you and kind of nods and glances over at Loktar and just holds up a hand like, not yet. Well, I guess he also tells Loktar in his head. He tells everyone but Montgomery.
I'm sorry, Montgomery. This is
this
good.
tracks awesomely.
I do want to move up just to kind of be ready.
Okay.
Is the room dark where they are?
The room is lit where they are. The
Oh,
bell
okay.
room was dark, but their room is lit.
So I'm wondering, should I put out my torch? I mean, they would see the light from it.
They would probably see the light approaching from your torch, so it might be a good idea to put that one out, which you can do just by
Okay.
putting it down, basically.
think Loktar might shapeshift to look like one of those things we killed in the first room with the or they
The
the
whites.
guys
The
that's
whites?
the
The whites.
yeah. Were they wearing some kind of robes that made him look?
They had the armor. They had special armor. I think
Yeah,
it was the
all right.
black leather armor.
I think he might do the old hat and whoosh, turn into one of those guys just in case.
Okay. So Loktar looks like a white. Televere's there. Montgomery, I think maybe you've seen some hand signals going around, but I didn't hear anybody explicitly tell you, hang on a moment.
Yeah, so I'm gonna start moving forward and try and move past Loktar.
As I
Oh,
was
I
probably
think
as soon as Las-Dal was trying to say something to Montgomery, he takes a step forward. So Las-Dal's not going to try to make too much noise.
Do we have any other secondary ways to communicate to him other than just talking?
Your body's right there.
Mm-hmm. With the old hand out, the
so
old
no
furry
one-
paw technique.
You would have heard Las-Dal, wait, but that's about it.
All right. Well, if you say wait, I'll wait.
Okay. So,
I'll if you stayed back, I'll whisper in your ear what was said to us. He's trying to play it out as much as possible.
so there's
Okay.
a little quiet shuffle happening in the background there. Sounds like you've dimmed the lights down, so less chance of being noticed.
Are the stairs like a small stairwell? Like, is there essentially a wall that kind of makes it hard to see if I were to try and stay low and skulk up kind of to the base of the stairs where Telovere currently is, but stay out of vision?
So basically, the stairs are going up from here to a little 5-foot platform here,
Oh,
and then they're going further up here. So this is a walk down the stairs, kind of out here. Because of the way the incline is, it's difficult for them to see into this room because they're kind of looking at a 5-foot rise and then up the way. And it has been dark in here.
Yeah, Televere's just peeking his head over the
Hello.
rail.
Yes, I see you.
No, you're looking up. All they see is your head.
No, other way around. It's coming down that way, so they're looking at a 5-foot platform there. So they're looking at his knees, basically.
yeah,
So
so
they're
it's quite
kinda-
exposed.
Coffee and stuff.
So
Okay.
where I'm just pinging, I'm gonna put my warhammer down because that's what I had light cast on.
Sure, no problem.
So
You
I'm
not just. I was about to say, could you not just end light on your warhammer, or do you have another weapon?
You can end light if you wanted.
Yeah, but then I'd have to cast it again. I'm not
Is
sure
it-
what's gonna happen.
Wait,
Sure.
is it,
Actually, there's
is
the
it-
torch from Duren, so I'm
light
just
not
I'll take
a-
the torch and I'll put it on the back right here.
is light not a
So it's the light
cantrip?
lit behind us.
Yeah, it's a cantrip, but I'm talking
It's
about
an action to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an action.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so we got
I
the light
get what
behind
you're
us.
saying.
We got a little dim room in the middle with the bells. We got Televere out there, kind of in the torchlight area. So at this point,
In the middle of almost dying.
Oxtoe, the fellow who's got the teeth necklace and was offering the drinks, is like, "Come on, I'll regale you of a tale while we wait for the thought to be available." And he's kind of like getting ready to move back over to here. They're kind of spreading themselves back out.
No, we missed our chance.
In
Ah,
the
That's
chairs.
what I'm
Hold on.
saying, but
Hold on.
So they're settling
Bunch
back
of-
down in the chairs. Televere, he's kind of gesturing for you to come down. The others are kind of going back to where their
Okay.
food and drink is. He's kind of got the audience set there, and he gestures you over. And he says, "So, I think in honor of the revelations that you brought, let's speak about how we discovered Reyna was going to be betraying us. You see, as you know, water blessed by our Lord acts as poison in the stomach of those who drink a toast to him unfaithfully. It took a few days, but eventually the illness was obvious in her face, the sallow in her eyes, and he starts to describe all the terrible things that happens to those who drink the waters. Once that set in, well, then her treachery was obvious. And he's just sort of like, and the hair begins to thin and fall out. And of course, she couldn't say anything because she could only drink more and hope to maintain her ruse as we all watched laughing, knowing exactly what was happening. Eventually, the thought saw fit to perform his ritual. He drew the secrets out from her, drawing out the life essence that they provide, and leaving behind, well, not quite a zombie, but she moves around and tidies the hall for us, much more loyal now than she ever was before.
Ah, I see.
Yeah, I think Fortune is kind of a bit getting antsy and a bit angry, realizing this is, something we've all dealt with recently for Devlin. Devlin, yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
With Devlin,
Delvin.
and realizing that it's just blessing water to do this, and then also these guys are getting a perverse enjoyment out of it. So you hear a kind of like whisper, probably almost accidental, from Fortune saying, "I'm going to kill these guys."
While he's talking, I'm going to send the mental whisper back of, and by all means, you'll be able to, but perhaps we wait a moment to see what more we can tease out of them.
Be
This
quick.
is about as I'm being as fast as I
Yeah,
possibly
during
can.
getting antsy.
So I'm going to nod and say, "Ah, yes, I know that well. We also had a traitor in our midst that followed the same way. He makes a lovely little centerpiece now.
Oh,
It is
excellent.
unfortunate that the servants of Helm will be taking the hall soon enough."
Mm. And as you mentioned, making a lovely little centerpiece, he's sort of like playing with the necklace that he's got there, and it's basically tooth, 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 and then a jawbone, tooth, 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 and they very much look like human teeth. And he's just sort of like rattling them there. Now, we've of course welcomed the information that you provide and appreciate you having brought it to us now. Is there anything else that you require of our organ of Vecna?
Only that you prepare to move.
Ah,
It is. I cannot speak for the thoughts of those that are our betters and more favored by our Lord. My orders were to simply spread word that if the servants of Helm reach Neverwinter, they will cleanse the city, and they have no fear in doing so and burning it to the ground.
hmm.
It is possible
Well,
they have intercepted the missives we have sent, which is why you may not have heard so far.
interesting. Well, fortunately, there are many organs of Vecna at work here in Neverwinter.
Indeed.
We can shift about, I'm sure, after the thought has finished with his rituals. Should not be too much longer. One ongoing now, 3 more to go, and then perhaps we can move.
Very good. If it is not too much to ask, would it be possible to see the Thought's ritual? I am always taken by the sheer artistry of it. And
I
I'm going to send a whisper to Fortune at this point to go, I'm going to try and move them into another chamber. If you can, relay to the others to shout lots of things about Helm when you come in and kill these motherfuckers.
You are insane, and I hope to not find your body in the next room.
If my body's in the next room, I just don't bury me anywhere in Neverwinter.
I promise.
I appreciate that much.
And he'll say quickly to Loktar, Duren, and Las-Dal, he's going to try to move the leader, and we need to pretend to be agents of Helm, or clerics or paladins of Helm. I don't know how they work. As we slaughter the rest.
If he wishes to strike fear in their hearts, would not the name of Skigret prove more terrifying than this helm?
Possibly, but I do not believe that it is as large of an organization or has as much sway as Helm does.
Yeah,
Not quite as
there's
popular
like
of a god.
this prophecy that they're going to cleanse the city.
I'm whispering this to Montgomery.
sure a little whisper down the lane happening there. So, Telovere, can I get a quick persuasion as you try and get Oxtu to take you to the ritual?
Yes, you can. Oh no, that's a 10.
That's a 10. I don't believe
Yep.
there's any rerolls left.
There is not, and I use my
I believe the inspiration has
bardic
already been
inspiration.
The
used.
bardic was
I've used the
used.
bardic
Yes.
inspiration.
So let's see.
Oh,
However,
wow.
he wants to
Oh.
brag, and
he got a nat 1
he got
on
a
both.
pair. He got a pair of nat ones, is what he got.
Nice.
So
He's been drinking his own poison.
as he sort of looks at you, and you being a tier 4 cultist of Vecna, and he being a tier 2, he's like, I would like to show you what we've been doing here. And he starts to head down to the western doorway over here. Now, currently there are 4 entrances and exits. One in the northwest corner, one on the west-hand side, one on the south side, and then the doorway that you came in. And he's heading over in that direction. I'll be right back, boys. You go ahead and follow. He opens up the door over there. As he does, you can see a small room. There's some bunks up on the northern side. There appear to be 2 people sleeping in those bunks. He says, gives you a little keep quiet signal. And he starts heading towards a door down south.
Okay. As we're walking, I relay to the others. There are 5 still in the chamber, and 2 more in this smaller chamber.
And Fortune will relay that and also ask, how large is silence again?
No,
20.
don't do silence. I want to be able to kill something.
I want to kill them, but I'm not sure about the ruse of Helm waking up everyone in this place when we could just clear out the main room and go from there.
It would encompass most of this room if I use silence, and if it interferes with Montgomery or
Yeah, both Montgomery and Telovere are going to be.
Telovere may need
you
to
have
cast.
to get in here.
Nah,
Well, if I'm not going to say that because that's a little
it,
metagamey, so I'm going to
it may interfere with something that needs to happen that we don't know about. So
Okay.
silence may be the wrong choice this time.
One quick question too, and this may be my fault for not writing it down. What was the name you used, Telovere, when you were talking right next to me and introduced yourself?
It would be Arniel Fane. Arniel Phane.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Wait to see you two kind of clear out here.
And as Ox2 heads to that southern side, he sort of gives you a look back of, check this out. And he touches the wall and shifts it. There's a hidden doorway that opens up, revealing a short room, maybe only 10 feet deep, 5 foot wide. And he says, what do you think, Memory Fane?
Pretty
It is
cool empty
quite-
room.
I look at it and I'm like, impressive. Fortunate that my sanctum did not have such things as this.
And you can see him take an extra couple of seconds working with the far wall, and as he does so, you can see this time instead of just opening it up, he's adding a little knock, a little dunk 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 before he starts to open it up.
What's going on, Las-Dal?
He's taking him out of the room. We're just waiting on Fortune to lead the way since he'd see him leave.
Yep.
Lead the way?
Get a little message, Telovere. Let me know when you think you're clear.
I send the response of, do it now while I have him distracted.
Okay. And Fortune will quickly relay to the the 3 that he can. We're going now. Follow my lead. And he yells out, Arniel Fane, we have come for you and the rest of your cultists. Prepare yourself and lay down your arms.
Ooh,
I'd say it's go time.
sounds
You just
like
yelled
go
that
time.
into the wall.
Yell that into the wall.
As he starts turning the corner.
Fortune, do me a favor, lead me off with a quick deception, and then we're going to go ahead and bring up the turn order, get everybody added in here.
Oh no. Okay, not as bad as that could be.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine.
Oh,
1 second as we get this cleared out here. Please, everybody,
Do I
click your
have
token.
anything I can do
Click
for
yourselves
that?
into the turn order.
If it's allowed out anthem with a little thaumaturgy action just to boost up fortune and make the lights flicker and whatnot, to add a little.
Could I get a little advantage with that help, and maybe just with the setting that Telovere has kind of built here?
So no advantage there, but the good news is the number that you have is enough. So they are buying into this thing that you have declared. And I'm just rolling some dice here.
Fortune continues to never roll above single digits on initiative.
Initiative is hard.
I'm going first after all of you.
I'm going first in my heart, okay?
There you are, there you
Yes,
are,
Lord,
there you
really.
are. Good, okay. I'm going to go ahead and put everybody in descending order. Loktar. Fortune might be the first to be calling out, but you are the first to move. Loktar, what are you doing?
I think he's still looking like one of those whites, right? So
Yes, you are.
he's going to employ a little bit of deception. Let's see how it goes. I come rushing over. Got 40 feet of movement, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 would be there. And so in order to hop off here, would that just be like a move, like a regular move, or is that like a double move or something?
Oh, you can just drop down. It's a
Okay.
5-foot drop.
As he runs into the room, I was thinking he would say something. I do not get paid enough for this. I am being chased by agents of Helm, and they look scary. And he'll run in and jump and try to get himself in position. And,
Okay.
And he'll say, I must confess, I have used deception. And he'll turn and crush the guy to the right there. And try to catch him flat-footed. Let's see how it goes.
All right. Wait. Give me a deception first, because I like what you're doing. If the deception passes, which is a 13 or higher, you will have advantage because they will be imagining that you are friendly.
All right.
I'm deceiving you.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Cool. Ooh. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. Dang it.
So I think that you did yell out, I have deceived you, and they turned to look just in time. No advantage there. Go ahead and make your attack.
I guess that makes reckless necessary. I was coming at him. All right. I turn this on. Not rage, reckless. Sorry, clicking things. And
Sure.
comes. What the heck? Did that work?
Didn't roll, just came through with the description.
Oh, really? What the heck is going on here? It got rid of my dice thing.
Try refreshing the D&D Beyond page. That might bring it back.
Okay. Yeah, all it has is display in VTT, but it doesn't have like the roll thing.
Oh, Fallout Vault 04 has redeemed a player reroll. You do have one in the pot now.
Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
That would have been so helpful. Thank you.
That might have happened early enough that I should have told you that sooner, but I only just looked at it.
Here, I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. Does this work if I do 2d20 like this? Do you see these?
What's that?
No.
That came through 2d20, and I see a 14 and a 5. So 14 would be your higher number.
21 to hit then.
That is plenty high.
All right. What the heck is going on? I've never seen this error before. Sorry. There's the weapon damage is 5 plus 5. And 12. Looks like, or oh, no, it's 2d6. Sorry, this is so screwy having to roll this separate. So that'll be a total of 18, I believe, to the this guy here.
You got it. Total of 18 points of damage. He looks betrayed and bewildered.
Piercing.
Still standing though.
Okay. Here comes another manual roll. Be 24 to hit for 15 piercing.
That's enough. One down.
Excellent.
Nice.
And the other end coming at him right here. Or the guy on the other side there.
Yep.
And it is 26 to hit.
Yep.
For +5, so 13.
You got it.
And apologies for the technical difficulties.
No
Trying to figure it
problem.
out.
Feel free to give that browser a re-kick. I know Beyond 20 did run an update.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and start doing some things. That's going to be some cultist time to move up. Cultist is going to run up with advantage due to your recklessness. It is going to make 2 attacks. Number 1, number 2. An 18 to hit and a 20 to hit for 4 and 3 piercing.
Yeah, those are both hit.
Yep.
And I'm an idiot. I'm not raging. What a dum-dum. All right, there we go.
That's true, because you used your polearm action to attack. So you took that damage there. This one's going to step up and do the same. Dagger.
And I don't see it, and I can't help.
23 to hit for 5 and a crit for 8. So 13 more there.
Yeah.
And then it's going to be Telovere.
All right. So before I do anything, what does Octu look like he's react? Like, how does Octu react to this?
So he was like about to knock on the door, or about to knock on the back of this little secret door that he's doing. He's like, "Heh," and then he hears that, and he's like, turns around and looks. He's like, "You were followed."
I spit out a curse. Ah! They must have tracked me somehow, or they captured one of our brethren and dragged the secrets out. Get us in quickly. There we can muster a defense. We must save the ritual from prying eyes.
Of course, just a moment, and he goes to handle that thing.
Yeah.
So does he open the door?
He looks like he's going to go back to opening the door.
Okay.
He doesn't have
then
his action
I am
yet.
going. Then I'm going to. Oh, I can't hold an action till after he's done to get the door open, can I?
What do you want to do?
I was going to cast a spell the moment he opens the door.
So you can do that. However, if you prepare the spell and choose not to cast it, you waste that spell.
Okay, then in the interest of that, I am instead going to. I'm gonna pass. I'm actually gonna pass my turn here. We're gonna play this risky, guys.
Okay. So I'm gonna say pass your turn. You're gonna at least take the dodge action, but whichever you need to do there.
I
Las-Dal.
forgot I had an extra turn for the first attack. Too
Oh.
late. For the dread ambusher thing, I forgot it gives you a whole nother attack.
Oh, a whole nother attack.
give
Give me one more attack then.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Late Loktar attack.
He's just winding it up and scowling for a second there. There it comes.
I will be less
20,
forgiving
25.
about this after we've been characters for a while, but we're still getting used to our new characters here. It's definitely
Very
going
much
to hit.
appreciate it. That'll be 13 piercing.
Still alive to mess with you in a second. All right. So now over to Las-Dal. Las-Dal, what do we got?
Montgomery, do you want to see what's going on a little bit better?
Yeah, I'm moving up as soon in just a
Oh, I
second.
got a better way to get front row seats.
Oh, yeah. Lead on.
Dimension door with Montgomery.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm gonna take us to like right here.
You got it.
So put yourself right around me, Montgomery.
And Records of the Realms, thanks for the raid. We're playing a little D&D 5th edition, working our way through the new Vecna campaign. Party is currently busting in on a cult of Vecna. They talked their way in all sweet talk style, and now they're executing a well-deceived raid, pretending to be members of Helm's Avenging Angels, basically. But Las-Dal has just dimensioned Dord Montgomery into the thick of things, and then Las-Dal, anything else?
You know what? I'm gonna back up and take a little cover behind the bar.
You
Good
got
luck,
it.
Montgomery.
Now,
Gee whiz, thanks.
It's more a table than a bar, but if you want to knock that table over and make it into a cover, absolutely. Go ahead and take yourself the +5 for 3/4 cover if you're ducking down behind it.
If you're letting me do that after using Dimension Door, I certainly will.
Absolutely. That sounds like movement and an object interact, which you have. Montgomery, what do we got?
Let's see, 5, 10. So a 20-foot cube. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess I'm gonna cast web between these two guys. And do a 20 by 20
Sure.
cube there.
You're gonna web up the 3 in the southwest area there. Correct?
Yeah, the 2.
That one, and
those
this
two.
one?
Well,
You can get him, right? You said 20-foot cube?
yeah, but I don't want to hit Locktar, right? Right, because it's a cube, right? It's 20 by 20, right? So I thought I could just get these
20 that
two.
way, 20 that way.
Oh yeah, I can do it that way.
You
I
can
got you.
do a
Okay.
diamond.
Yeah, do a diamond. Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I'll catch those 3 then.
You got it.
Let me cast here. Is that 2? Yeah. Okay.
Not that I want you casting web, because web is a very annoying spell. But that's what, a dex
Uh-oh.
check to see if they're webbed up immediately?
Let's see. I believe so. Let me.
Yeah, Dex.
I don't know why it didn't come through. Yeah. Dexterity saving throw.
All right, 18,
Wow.
14, 22. So I think
Oh,
2 of them might get away. What is your
Yeah, 2.
DC?
Yeah, 16.
16.
16.
All right. So that's 1, that's 2. So this one here is webbed. The other 2 are in the web, but they are not currently enmeshed.
Which one failed? I'm sorry, I missed it.
This one here failed.
Okay.
Montgomery, anything else? Movement, bonus action.
You know what? I think I'm gonna go take cover too.
Okay. 2 of you duck behind the wall. Over here.
Playing a little music behind there.
Over here.
A little desperado.
Yep.
The young
Baldur's
woman
Gate
gets
combat
up,
Music.
uses half of her movement to stand up out of bed, shakes off the bed covers, uses 10 feet of movement to come down here, looks out, sees a big old bugbear, and says, no.
White.
She looks like she needs to brush her teeth.
Does a little. Excuse me, yeah, you're correct. Not a big old bugbear. We see a rogue white. A rogue white is what they see over there. And they gesture towards you. And they are going to go ahead and cast a magic missile.
Uh-oh.
That is not what I thought that was going to do. I thought it was going to ask me what level I was going to cast it at, so I'm going to have to hit this button a couple more times because she is upcasting.
sorry, I did not mean to do that.
Not a
If
problem.
Do
you
I see? Oh,
Do
What
you-
the heck is that?
What's your question?
Alright.
no, I see. Never mind. I see he's not doing too badly, so no, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You
hold
got
off on counterspell.
Counterspell it, Miss Magic Missile, yeah.
You can't see the person casting either, so I
You
don't
cannot
think
see
you'd be
the
able to really
person at
get
the
it.
moment. So here comes the rest of those buttons that I was supposed to hit. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's doing
That's mage hand.
Ah!
She's
laughing
Casted
slapping me silly with
3, 4,
Oh, it's
5,
okay,
6.
Scared my dog.
All right. So the total amount of damage that you were supposed to
I
take
said
there.
no.
10, 14, 15, 20.
4, 8, 6, 10, 20. Perfect. Players can do math faster than I could. 20 points of magic missiles bing, 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 coming in at you. she then steps back behind the door, readying something. Fortune.
Okay. Fortune, having started the charge, will now run. He will leap actually over onto the table here, and then just position himself to essentially take some melee attacks here instead of his usual range, which would hit Loktar, who has a cursed shield of missile attraction. For those who have not been around,
Loktar sure does.
But his white costume doesn't include that.
huh? It is kind of struggling today, huh?
Yeah, I think it's a beyond issue.
That's annoying.
Any chance that if you
There we
click
go.
the name? There we go.
There we go.
Beauty.
If you right click it and then hit roll, that seems to
Oh.
do. Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.
Cool. A 20 is
Where's my-
definitely gonna hit.
That's 11 before sneak attack.
Yep.
I don't know why it's not including it now, but it seems like it's just struggling all around.
Yeah, this was a really good update they had.
Hey, sometimes the technology gets in the way. If it gets in the way too much, feel free to grab real dice. 15 more points of
26 psychic damage.
That is an unpleasant amount of damage. However, the cultist remains standing.
Then he will go ahead and take his other attack with the.
I just have a question. Is that right? 5d6 for your sneak attack?
Yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
that's pretty impressive.
Does a 14 hit?
14 does hit.
Sweet.
Show me 7 points of
Or
damage.
6? Nope, 6. That flashing one hit point.
I got it out there before you rolled it. It's legit. And so, with
Wow.
one flashing hit point, the cultist remains standing. Fortune, anything else?
Stay down! Or die! One of those two.
All right. Brings us to Duren. Duren.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna move in. Then I'm gonna Misty Step over here.
There's webs there.
Oh, yep. Webb's currently
You
in that
could see
area.
him once you walked up there.
Here.
that'll be
That's
fine.
right on the. That's okay.
Yeah, the corner of your diamond is this guy. So I'm fine. And then I'm going to green flame blade, the one directly below Loktar. That's just a normal hit. My long sword. That's gonna hit.
24 is a solid hit.
Do some
Show me
damage.
7 points of damage. That's better than 7.
It's oh shit. Okay. Well, he burned up in some flames too
Oh.
because there's fire damage coming. But I guess we'll send it to
And you can either hit this guy up here or this guy down here.
Oh, it's the second. It's the guy right in front of me takes the 2 damage.
Takes 2 damage, and he only had a blinking 1, so we're down.
Cool. By the power of Helm.
I
very much
appreciate you
into
running with this, by the way. It is very helpful to my survival.
As you call out to the power of Helm, another mage wakes up, uses 15 feet of their movement. 5, 10, 15, gets to here, looks out. You can see this fella right here. He looks back. This mage right here looks right at him. And then they cast a fireball.
Oh
no!
Uh-oh.
Where are they casting fireball at?
Right about there.
All of us, I think. I think that group over there, yeah.
Okay, and that's a dex save,
Can't-
right?
That is a
Oh,
dex
man.
save.
This
So
work? This
I
does
need a
work.
DC 14 dexterity save.
Mother
It doesn't say I
effer.
have to see the person casting when I counterspell.
It should.
Yeah, you
You
do.
attempt to
And,
interrupt the creature in the process of casting a spell. If the creature is casting a spell 3rd level or lower, the
It's
spell fails.
I think
casting
it's
one reaction which you take when you see a creature within 60 feet of you casting a spell. So you have to be able to see them.
yeah.
Oh, I see it up top. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not in the wording
Yeah, it's
down
not in the
below.
description. It's up top.
My bad.
No problem at all. And so the spell goes off.
And then I recall getting a bardic inspiration in the last session, but it wasn't too long ago in
That
game, right? It was like before we came up the stairs.
Bardic Inspiration lasts 10 minutes, 1
10
minute?
minutes. 10.
If it's 10 minutes, I'll say you still have it.
Hopefully it helps. Let's see.
All right, so that's 33 points of damage. It's real good. He saved. That's going to take that down to 16 for him.
Yeah, that'll do it. 17.
All right, so 16 if you made it, 33 if you didn't.
Damn it.
Fortune happens to just like crawl under the table with evasion to negate the damage, as the table probably lights on fire now.
Ox2 sort of looks back at you. He's like, it sounds like the fight's going good. Are you sure? And then he's looking at Telovere, and Telovere kind of encouraged him to open the door. He's like, all right. And he opens the door. And as he does, sometimes the plans work, and then sometimes the plans are not the best idea.
What the hell?
Oh,
is
nothing.
I apologize, gentlemen. This may not have been my wisest move.
It was a plan.
Your ass is gonna die.
Perhaps, like Icarus, I soared just a bit too close to the sun.
Perhaps. The room that Oxtoe opens up into is a large room furnished to resemble a cozy bedroom and study. Stooped over a desk, scribbling furiously on parchment, is a gaunt, robed human man. Standing next to the desk, its one-eyed bipedal horror with spikes growing out of its back. Tapestries depicting feasting undead hang on the walls. The man hunched over sort of looks up. Oxtoe, what are you doing? He says, attack by helm. We're going to set up a bottleneck here. He's like, deal with it! And he sort of gestures. The Nothic, however, turns and looks over at him and just focuses his weird gaze on Oxtoe. Nothic will enter. Turn order. He's up here with a 16. Oxtoe kind of makes his way in, turns around, kind of gets himself set up. Looks like he's holding maybe a firebolt or another spell. He's got a little tingle on the fingertips there. But over here, surrounded by flaming web, is a cult fanatic who is just going to try and force his way out of the web up to here. Montgomery, do me a favor, double check me on web. If he starts his turn there, he still needs to make another dex check to get out of it? Or what's the rule on web?
No, it's difficult terrain.
Difficult terrain, okay. So he forces his way across, uses up all of his movement to get to there. Once there, he turns and looks back. They're gonna try and take out Loktar. And what he's gonna try and do is huck a dagger or two his way.
Did he get? He should have gotten hit by the fireball, right?
No, he was out of range of the fireball.
Okay.
Yeah,
They cast the fireball in the
corner.
corner to catch you all there. They weren't unnecessarily targeting their own friendlies. So
I
what they're
gotcha.
going to do instead is this cult fanatic is going to first cast Spiritual Weapon.
There I counterspell.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Bloop, bloop. Spiritual Weapon fails. Please deduct one spell slot.
Yes,
And as that fails, he's like, stop. And he will follow up with a Sacred Flame on the Bugbear. DC 11 Dex saving throw, please, Loktar.
All right. I've already
on the
leaned on
white,
your.
excuse me, on the white.
I've already leaned on your mercy once, but I forgot I have absorb elements. Is it too late to have done that?
I'll say a little too late at this point.
Dang it! All right,
Yeah, I got that
DC 11
too.
deck save, right? Okay. Yeah, 14.
All right, you avoid that particular set of damage. That's going to bring it to Loktar. Loktar, what you doing?
We should not have invoked the name of this helm. He is useless. Skigaret, be my strength. And he'll rise up and get big. Let's see here. It's somewhere around here. Ranging.
Are you getting big?
Yeah. There we go. Rugek, rather. Skigaret's the other guy. And then I'm gonna try to. Should I just crush this guy or leave him to you guys? Yeah, I'm gonna move around him.
No. Sorry.
I'm not invoking an opportunity
Yeah,
attack.
you're not over here. Keep your mouth
Moving
shut.
around him though, so that I can reach over and smack this guy.
Okay. We'll say you're
Uh,
staying a little bit north of the webs, so you're avoiding
Yeah.
stepping
Oh, I
into
thought
that
they
goop.
burned up. Did they
They're
not burn up?
does web actually burn up?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
It
It
actually,
does.
to be honest with you, it does extra damage to people who are in it when it catches fire too, like
Yep.
2d4 or something.
Nobody was caught in it at that time. They were just in the area. So
Yeah, I killed the guy.
yeah, the guy who the
Well,
guy
there was the one guy.
yeah the
Yeah,
one
I
guy's
killed
corpse. The one guy's corpse was burned by green flames, split in half, fireballed and webbed. So there's just like a charred little cocoon down there.
Wasn't this guy caught in
No,
it too?
the guy that
one
was
I'm thinking
here. It was the guy that
Nah,
was here.
he was
Just
clear.
that one. Okay.
Yep.
When you said you right click, how do you do that? You right click on the weapon, or what?
Oh, to roll, right click on the. You can right click on the number.
In the effect column.
Yeah.
Oh,
So like
okay.
if you right click on save or on the weapon attack modifier.
Did that work? No, it didn't.
No, it should be right click and then roll at the bottom.
Oh, okay, I see it. All right, cool. Yeah. Boom.
Yeah. There we go.
Did that do damage as well?
That hit.
No.
You're no longer ambushing, so make sure you don't have your ambush on. But 22 does hit.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Rage on. Okay. Sorry for being so rusty at this. This.
No worries.
That's the one, right? That's not the right one.
It's not rust when the add-on stops working correctly.
Oh yeah. I think this is the right one. Let's see if this roll's right. Get out of the way. I can't get the other roll. There we go. What did that do?
7 points. You got it.
So that's just the weapon damage, right? And then
That's 2 plus 5 equals 7.
all right, plus 1 there,
You got 8.
and there should be another 2 for rage, and it's acid, by the way.
Got it.
God, it's coming out so choppy. Here's another one.
Fight that technology. Fight it. 22 hits again.
Nice.
Didn't find the damage yet. There we go. 9 plus 5 plus 2. You're at 11, and then the elemental bit.
Yeah. Cleaver, where the heck is it? I'll just roll a d6 the old-fashioned way.
Yep.
I can't find it, even though I was just looking at it a second ago.
I like that the old-fashioned way to use
There,
digital.
all that, and then plus 2 as well.
That's 12. He is still standing at the moment, and you bonus action
Oh,
rage.
that's really
So
bad.
anything else?
No, I guess that's it, man. Dang,
All right.
blessed.
Cult Fanatic over here, standing right beside you, just going to take a little bit of a step up. He is going to try and cast a spiritual weapon.
Ow. Oh, pup. Careful. My dog's attacking me too.
Spiritual weapon on the bugbear is going to be an 11. That's going to miss pretty bad.
You
And
get
then
advantage in case you didn't roll it. on
it's
stage.
going to mess pretty bad.
Oh, okay.
An 11 and a 4. That's going to take up what he spiritual weapon bonus action spiritual weapon, so he can try and give you a little stabby. Stab. Oh, a 23 and a 20. If he's got advantage on you, you were being reckless.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's going to be a 3 plus 9, 9 total damage. Cut that down to the appropriate 4.
It's force or something, isn't it?
No.
No, that's
This is
piercing. You just got
he
stabbed.
missed with the spiritual weapon, and then he just tried to stab you with a dagger, and the dagger
Oh,
hit.
okay. Oh, good.
Which
All right,
brings us
cool.
to Telovere. Telovere, you got some decisions to make.
I do. Okay. So, Almighty DM, I have a question for you.
Oh,
And
yes?
this is one that I would like to just see.
Mm-hmm.
Have
If
you
I
no
was
mercy?
if I was
That's
to
good.
cast, for instance, Wither in Bloom, it is a 20-foot radius. Does that go through walls?
Ooh.
Generally, no.
Okay.
Because you have to have line of sight for most of your things, unless it says specifically goes around walls and corners.
Okay.
Wither and Bloom, what does that do, and what are you trying to reach?
So it is. I invoke life and death upon a. Oh, it's a 10-foot radius sphere. Never mind. I
Okay.
was misreading that.
No problem.
This is. I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. This is.
We're in bad shape.
Somebody just kept going
Yeah.
deeper and deeper into the honeycomb hideout. So
Listen. I will not lie. This was kind of my bad.
Wait, no, we can't do the apologies now. We gotta keep fighting.
Boy. We might as well make it dramatic if I am going to die.
okay, I will
So
throw a quick reminder. Just because he's been hanging out over here feeling lonely, despairing,
I have my
some
shadow.
might say.
I am aware that I have my shadow. I was going to ask you about
Okay.
that as well.
Yep, he's hanging out over there.
Okay, so what we are going to do, my friends, is something that I like to call potential suicide. I am going to walk up behind Octu, spend 5 feet of movement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to look at him and go, "Is this the thought that you spoke of?"
Yes, you would have from the interaction. The man in the corner is the thought. Yes.
Okay, good.
And he kind of
Then
gives you a nod.
I'm going to let a very evil grin come across my face and go, "Merkel thanks you for your help." And I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt at 5th level, targeting this way. So that
Okay.
will hit all 3 of them.
Okay.
So I need a DC 15 dexterity check from all 3, if you please.
Telovere, are you okay? What's going on there?
I would like you to do one thing for me though.
Go for it.
You've made an odd choice. Could you roll me a deception check? Because you did the same thing that Loktar did and said, "I have deceived you," before you enacted your plan.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, otherwise they would have been caught flat-footed.
That is a 12.
That is a 12. Give me one moment to check a passive perception. Passive perception is an 11. The mage sitting in this corner does not react fast enough to turn around and counterspell you. Please roll your 5th level lightning damage.
All right, so I am casting Lightning Bolt. And they need to, if I could have the DC rolls real fast while I roll this.
You got it. Ox 2. It's going to come up with a 6. Our good Nothic friend here.
Why is this not rolling?
Is a 7.
Interesting.
Jarot is a 14. I think you're better than that on all those.
I am, in fact, better than all of them on that. It is also not letting me roll damage here, so I'm just going to have to roll 10d6
Many
manually.
dice, please.
That is 42
Oh,
damage.
baby!
All of them.
No.
Wowzers.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oxtu, you just see the skeleton outline. He turns to ash and falls. Done.
Yeah.
The
Nice.
Nothic. I wish you could see my screen right now, and I feel bad saying this. You needed 45. The Nothic has one blinking hit
I
point
kind of
left.
figured.
You can blame that one on the Dungeon
Oh.
Master's Guide there. Go ahead.
Do you have the Vecna hand or the eye, or like the?
I have
You know
the
what I mean?
eye,
Because you.
so it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was thinking throw an extra D10 on there.
I wish I could. I really wish I could.
So these two are now quite obviously involved in battle, and aware that you are not, as you say.
Real quick,
Yeah.
because I am a necromancer, I'm using Grim Harvest for my turn.
Okay.
So I am going to regain 10 hit points from using the 5th level spell.
Okay.
Oh.
So I wanted to go ahead and declare that right now because I have a feeling I'm about to get smacked in the face really hard, and I
Well,
want to have as much health as possible.
I've got
What
good
is-
news and I've got bad news.
Oh no!
Do you remember when you drank from a certain cup of water and I mentioned something
Yeah.
to you?
Oh yeah,
You are poisoned and
prevents
cannot
healing.
regain hit points.
you are
Oh!
100% right.
Wow.
Oh.
All right. So,
However, I would also like to remind you,
uh-huh.
I had 12 extra hit points.
I'm okay with that. All right.
What are Televere's like when he's feeling healthy? How many hit points does Televere have? Just
32.
You can see his hit points.
Not
on his-
enough. Not enough to be incredibly good. But
Televere,
it's
any
also not terrible.
bonus actions or movement?
Let's think. I don't really have any bonus actions that I would like to use. Ah. You know what? We're going to just stand right there because I have nothing else to do. I'm gonna get hit from both sides by mages anyway.
Okay. He's shoring it up. I will now ask, what is the Shadow Spawn doing?
The Shadow Spawn is going to use its full movement,
Okay.
and the dash action because I know I cast it at 5th level, so it can move 80 feet.
Hmm.
So let me see how far I can get it real fast. Assuming it does just. Wow. Okay.
Dang, that would be
Assuming I
one
can do
move.
that, that would just be like literally booking it. Assuming that is what I can do.
Yep. Shadow Spawn can definitely book it. Woof.
Okay. The Shadow Spawn is going to go all the way right there.
And the only thing I'll say on the Shadow Spawn is that it's got a 5-foot aura that slows down everybody but you, so that would slow down Loktar. If you don't want to slow down Loktar, you might stop at the north east corner of the Fanatic.
Yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Also, real fast, before I do anything else,
Mhm.
Loktar, well, anyone basically in that room, I am going to go ahead and apologize for this as well. I need every cultist, all of the party, and let's see. I want to make sure of this. Ah.
Well,
No,
so if you're going to do
Loktar?
that, you might as well take those extra 2 steps if you're doing what I
I'm
think you're
going to
doing.
take those extra 2 steps.
Okay.
Loktar,
What the heck is about to happen?
I need literally everyone in that room plus the 2 mages, provided that they can hear me,
Uh-huh.
to make me a wisdom saving throw.
As you let out a wail.
You hear this very Nazgul-like screech come from within.
What's the number we're aiming for?
He said there was a reroll, right?
There is
going
Yeah,
to
I
be
got a friggin' 8.
the DC you must beat is 15.
15.
Oh my god,
May-
we're
may I
all
please reroll?
going-
All right. Mage number 1 is fine.
That one, baby.
Mage number 2 fail.
All right.
Cultist.
I use a reroll.
Oh, then you got to give us a secret too. But
Yep, you gotta
Yep,
share a
yep.
secret.
Secret.
All right.
He never said it can't be
Uh,
real life secrets either.
Oh yeah.
You
One
said
thing
15,
that
didn't
Lotar
you?
would consider a secret is that he's fearing death at this very moment. He would never
Ooh.
admit that out to anyone.
Ooh,
but
so everyone now knows.
Loktar truly fears death.
I'm very sorry, y'all. I had to do something though.
Wait, so what
What
did you
do?
do?
yeah, what is
Um,
that?
What
What
is
I
this
have-
that's affecting
What
us
I have
now?
done is you are all now frightened of the shadow spawn.
Oh dang, I'm immune. to
Okay,
frightened.
I can still do what I was gonna do then.
Yes. So basically, frightened means you can't get any closer to it. And I believe at the end of all your turns, you can then roll another Wisdom saving throw to try and beat it.
Okay,
Um,
I can do
should
what I was
not
gonna
have
do
used
then.
a reroll right there, but I didn't.
Fortunately for y'all, fortunately, it won't be staying in that room for very long, so don't worry too much.
All right. We got it. We're caught up. Telovere has tried everything he can. Las-Dal.
Yeah.
Did the cultists fail it?
The cultists that failed it have the little icons on them.
Oh, nice.
Pass,
Oh, great.
pass,
Okay.
fail, fail.
I have a question of can I do something?
Okay.
If I move, can I put a healing potion down in front of Loktar?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna baseball slide over to here as I drop the potion
Right there, huh?
right in front of you, and I am going to pull out my guitar, and I'm just going to play the worst riff you can on it, casting Thunder Wave at the cultist in front of me, and
nice.
this one here.
Okay.
Nice.
So you
Thunder
slide in
waves.
on your knees and
Thunder waves a cube, right?
It's a 15-foot. Sorry, I had it here a second ago.
Yeah, I think it's a cube. You can situate it kind of however
It
you want as long as
is
it's touching you.
Yeah, 15-foot cube
Okay.
originating from you.
You can hit.
Con
You
saving
can hit
throw.
all three. So you can hit 1,
Okay,
2, 3.
then yes, I will. I will just play. I will just play the worst chord combination I know,
Okay.
and I
Stairway
am
to Heaven starts
upcasting it
off.
to second level.
I just imagine the beginning to Darude Sandstorm just.
And good news for the players. Tux has redeemed a player reroll. You've got one back in the
Thank you,
pot.
Hey, thank
Thank
you.
you.
And I think that was a Thunderwave is Dex or Con saves?
Con save
saves.
of 17.
Oh, nice.
All right. Cultist number
Love it
1.
when casters
No.
have to roll those.
Mage number 2. No. Mage number 3. 17 on the nose. So number 3 up
So
here is fine, but these two.
The other two will take full damage, go back 10 feet, and knock on their buttocks.
Okay. This particular cultist is a corpse flying backwards. We're getting that out of the way. This one right here is going to take 12 points of damage as it flies backwards 10 feet, you said, so bangs off the wall and lands over here. This one is going
half
to
damage
pass,
for the other
take
one.
half damage and 6 there. And things just got noisy. Las-Dal, anything else?
Let's see, that was 5.
Most impressive, Las-Dal.
I am moving so I can keep both mages in my view.
You got it. Montgomery.
Take that drink. Or, take the drink.
Do the do.
Oh, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, I'll do my wisdom saving throw too.
Yep, see if you can get rid of that.
Oh, I could do. Yeah, I forgot. I guess I can roll again, huh?
Yep, you can roll again.
17.
Las-Dal, I
Also-
think, is clear. Montgomery is now clear. No more frightened conditions for them. They were skirting around the outside of the despair demon anyway, so they were all right. Montgomery, what you doing there?
Let me look here. So the one cultist at Locktar's back, how bad is he looking?
This one over here
Yeah.
looks to be half the cultist it used to be.
Half the cultists he used. Well, all right. It should be all right. Of course, those other two aren't. Where was I? Was here. So Sorry. Let me see if now that wrong thing.
I've been trying to do that too, like get used to the drawing the measures or the lines.
Here we go.
So if you pick your token up and you right click, it'll give you a measurement tool. Then you can right click again to make a marker. Right click again so you can math out a path. So if you click and hold down, and then as you're moving, just right click where you want to make spots, you can path yourself out where you want to move.
Okay.
And then it zips you around when you let go. Everybody else sees it zip around. You just see it land in the right spot.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yep, you got it. So that'd be 30 feet to there if you wanted to get there.
Yeah, I'll get right in the middle of them. Okay, that'll work. And 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'll put a fireball in the corner there, and I'll sculpt a spell around myself so that I won't take any damage.
Nice.
That is a way to do it.
Yeah.
I've got some good news and some bad news. Is you are standing between two mages, and those mages don't want that fireball to go off. So
Yeah, that's
Algra
all
right
right.
here will try and do a counter spell. She'll be using a
all
third
right.
level spell. What level fireball did you cast?
I counterspell that counterspell with 4th level because I'm out of thirds.
Okay.
Ooh.
Over here, still doesn't want this fireball to go off, is going to cast a counterspell on the fireball to try and take that one out.
Hey, DM.
Yeah.
I counterspell that counterspell.
You can. Wait a second. Can you
Can you
see
see that?
from there? Yeah, I guess you can see from there. You can see him right there. So, counterspell the counterspell. Fireball goes off. Let's see that fireball.
Okay.
There's a reason I kept myself in visual range.
Yep.
There's a reason I
well,
didn't
it didn't
move.
do the damage though. That's weird. Why didn't it roll the damage?
I have not seen damage come through yet.
Roll those beautiful
The-
d6s.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's not working well right now.
I was about to say, you may just need to roll him through the other one.
Yeah. Let's see. I think it's so at that at third, so it's 8d6. All right.
So
Yeah.
as Montgomery does that, and I see the one mage try to counterspell, no, you're gonna burn.
And they are. I think they both
Burn,
fail in this
baby,
one.
burn,
A 14 and a
burn,
10 is
baby,
not going to
burn.
pass the save.
Yeah.
And Montgomery's going to get there the long way, rolling them 1d6 at a time.
Well, I'll do that. So 12, 36.
36
Dang.
points of damage.
Nice.
This one gone. This one gone. Well done. You've cleared out the room.
yeah.
All of a sudden, Televere's survival rate seems much more impressive. Montgomery, anything else?
I'm shocked.
I'm shy. I didn't expect it to go off. I thought I was just gonna have them burn up their third level slots. Good
Nope.
teamwork, guys.
Good coverage. However, Montgomery, nothing has been done about this Nothic. And this Nothic is coming over at Televere. Televere,
Yeah.
hi, how you doing?
Crap of a bitch, come on.
As it moves up on you, claws reaching out. Claw number 1.
Oh.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah,
That
these
hits.
things are nasty.
Claw number 2.
Ooh, that
Do you
also
have-
hits.
Do you have shield or anything?
No, but I don't need it. It just
He
knocked,
just burned his reaction anyway.
Oh,
He didn't
that's
knock
right.
you out. You still got 10 hit points, don't you?
Yeah, I still have 2 temporary hit points plus 15 of my regular.
And then it looks at you with that big
No,
big
the
eyeball.
the first one is doubled.
What's that?
So you have
It was
No,
a
it's,
crit, yeah, the first hit.
It showed the damage
shows the
down
crit,
there.
yeah,
It added
yeah.
itself.
Yeah,
It
it
was
showed the crit already.
6
Nice,
total,
nice.
4 total. And then
So 10.
the
I had 12.
Nothic focuses its rotting gaze upon you. and I'm going to need to see a DC 12 Constitution saving throw, and you'd probably like to make it.
Make it.
Yeah, you're right. That sucks because that's a really bad stat for me.
What? A wizard with bad constitution?
Zero.
So the good news is it
What?
didn't hit its
Zero.
average. It only did you
Okay.
8 points of necrotic damage.
Wait, hold on. You said average?
So it did 8 points of it did 8 points of necrotic damage, less than average.
Okay.
So it did 8.
Okay. That's fine. That's halved because I have resistance to necrotic damage. So I take 4 points.
So the Nothic is upon you, but before we get to see the rest of the mauling, Fortune, what are you up to?
Okay. I assume running, click it, and then click it. Sorry, I'm forgetting how to do. Oh, there we go. Does running straight? I don't have to worry about the frightened effect from the despair. Correct, if I'm
As
just
long
going
as you
straight
don't get
across?
closer to it.
Well, you get to make another save. Did you do it? Did you
Well, it's
roll
at the end
another
of your
save?
turn.
At the
No,
end of
it's
your
not the
turn.
beginning.
So,
end
so
of
you-
your turn. Okay.
Yeah, saves are at the end of your turn.
yeah, so we'll say you could wiggle down and wiggle up and get there in the same amount of movement.
Yeah. Okay. Fortune is going to, if I can do this correctly.
I didn't realize your
Click.
con was that.
So it was click the token and then what was it for
So
the
click and hold
path?
on the token, and then right-click to where you want to go, and it'll start marking out a path.
Gotcha. Okay. Fortune is going to, knowing that Telovere is in terrible danger here, go ahead and use his feline agility to double his movement speed for the turn.
Okay?
Get right up behind him. And
Zoom.
Nice.
bonus action, I'm going to throw a knife over Telovere's shoulder.
Okay?
Well, I guess I should roll the d8 for it, but this isn't for Psychic Whispers, but okay. So I guess I teleport all the way over here. So I'd throw a dagger over both of them and teleport to its location. The max would be 70 feet here. So I guess it'd be all the way against the back wall here.
If you'd like to be, sure.
Oh,
Sure, why not? And then I will chuck another dagger at the Nothic.
Okay.
Actually, how's this person to my left looking?
Charred.
Very charred. Okay. Well, I won't
A
concede.
little happy.
Very unhappy
gonna
about the mess that's on his desk. His hair's all stuck up from having sucked up the lightning bolt.
He doesn't have any
That's
hair.
to the Nothic.
nice.
Exactly. Electrolysis happened. Uh,
I assume I don't even need my
7 takes care of the one blinking hit point he had left. Nothic
Yep.
gone.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
and
wait,
that
hang on one
will be
second.
it. It's
Let me triple check one thing. I don't think Nothics are immune to psychic, but they're weird creatures. Let me just triple check.
they are.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay.
And then that will he will, like, as an object interaction, pull out a dagger, but I've used my action movement and bonus action here. So Fortune is just standing on what looks like a bed, staring at a guy in a corner who's charred.
You got it.
You can surrender now. Everyone else is dead.
No, that's a lie.
From the other room, you hear the paladin like, no, one left.
No, he's not!
He's going to be dead. It's
By
fine.
the power of hell, do not deceive him!
But we were lying about Helm.
This guy's like, who the fuck are these degenerates?
Duren, I think there's one cultist left in the room that you're in, and what are you up to?
Well, I can't move closer to him, so I'm going to throw an axe at him.
Okay. What chalk?
What was the DC for the fear?
15.
15.
Okay, hand axe. Throw.
23 is a big hit. Ooh, 10's a huge amount of damage. Didn't
Did it
fall
kill
down,
him?
though.
No, okay. So we'll just do another one.
That's
Doesn't
probably
match
going to do
one
it
of
and
them.
show me 7 points of damage.
Oh!
That's enough. Gonzo.
Nice.
Better nice.
Oh, man.
Roll that
Well,
big
that's
crit damage.
you know what? I'm just gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into this corner, and then I'm done.
Sounds good. That is going to bring up this fella right here. This fella right here is going to cast a spell, and it's a complicated spell. It's going to need to make me read things. Because I wasn't expecting him to be involved in this combat, but certain people did some crazy stuff.
He's probably like the most important person here, and we're just
Fucker.
tying his ass up.
I mean, you guys did a lot. All right.
Listen, there was a reason I saved that last spell slot, y'all, because I knew we were going to get into something big.
Oh, he's caught in something.
I got a 5th level ready for him if I can get to him.
All right.
Don't worry. I'm hoping that I can kill him long before you get in there. I say that.
Can't do
I feel
what
like
I
something
want
big
to
is
do.
about to happen.
Yeah, something big is gonna happen.
Power word.
He's reading a lot.
Yep. All right. So he's going to move right over here in front of you. He's going to look down this hallway. He's going to focus his attention on this point right here. He's then going to incant some terrible words. And from this point, a bit of inky darkness is going to start to flow outward. It is a spell. Is anyone trying to stop this spell?
Can't.
I was about to say,
have-
I've used my
Can
counter
can I
spell.
see him? Can I see him casting?
No, you cannot see where he's at. He's around
Okay.
the corner from you.
Yeah, you're the only one who might have that chance.
So as that spell sets out, oh, you guys got super lucky.
Oh yeah.
Did we? Because we can't see it.
I'm gonna need each of you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Ah,
Oh,
fuck.
no. Telovere, no. Work
Tell
out
him
more.
Sorry, guys. Wait, you said it's a Constitution?
all of
It
us,
is a-
or just the people in this room?
It is a Constitution saving throw.
Nah, definitely did not make that.
Everybody except Duren. Duren, you're the only one who's in a safe spot.
Ooh. Oh.
Ew.
Those who did not pass a DC. Where'd you go? 15.
Oh, it did roll the first one.
So
Oh,
DC
yeah.
15,
Yeah,
if you
the
did
first one
not
was
pass,
bad.
you are taking 22 points of necrotic damage. If you
That was-
pass,
Oh,
you
what was
take 11.
Either way. Oh.
Because you guys got a
Nope.
very good roll on the damage roll, and I'm a little pissed about it.
Don't worry, guys. I'm still standing.
That's pretty amazing.
I may not survive the rest of this combat, but by God, I survived that spell.
Honestly, I would just say throw whatever the
Hey-oh.
heck you got at this guy on your next turn.
Oh, I will be. Don't worry.
All right. The
What's the
inky
results?
darkness recedes back down, and you're all left feeling a little bit drained.
Loktar's unconscious.
Oh,
Oh, Loktar's unconscious.
Yeah.
Loktar, your turn is next, so I'm going to need a death saving throw from Loktar.
All right.
Targets the death icon, and then
It's a 1.
oh,
critical.
my
Fail.
God.
Oh no!
targets 2 on the bad side right off the bat.
Oh.
Telovere.
All right, I'm going to look at this guy and go, 2 can play at that game, and I'm going to cast
Please don't.
Blight at 4th level, targeting him.
All right,
So I need
Blight
him
at
to make a
4th level.
Constitution saving throw.
You got it. Con saving throw. He's only going to come up with a 7.
He fails, so he takes 8d8 damage.
Let's see it.
I wish I could see what this dice is doing on my screen. That's crazy.
Like stuck in a corner, bouncing around everywhere.
He takes 40 damage.
Hey!
My
Wow.
God.
Oh.
That is, however, necrotic damage, and this is a duel of necromancers. You each seem to be feeding off
What
the
can I
own
do?
energies. It hurts, but not as much as you'd want it to. Telovere, anything else?
I had a question because
Yeah.
this is something that was I meant to ask at the end of my last turn, but then we got into other things. The poisoned effect doesn't necessarily restrict my gaining of health points.
This
as far
one
as I'm
does.
aware.
This is
one
that
do-
this is that
okay,
pale
cool.
tincture that you
Yeah, this is
Oh.
the same
delve
thing
in.
that hit Delvin. Right?
Gotcha. Okay, cool. I wanted to make sure because when you said poisoned, I wasn't sure if it was
No,
a
sorry, not the
specifically,
poisoned condition. You are poisoned with a pale tincture.
Oh, okay, cool. Well, ignore that damage roll, please. I forgot to hit cast on my spell. I guess that's my turn.
Shadow spawn?
Let's see. He is going to. Well, that cultist is dead, so I guess, and he can't do anything to help Loktar. So
No, he's upside down.
Just caresses his cheek.
You'll
Poor
be with me
Loktar.
soon.
all right, so that is I think 25 right there, if I'm correct.
Seems about right.
Yeah. So I can only move another 10. Oh Lord.
Can I ask a question about this spellcaster in front of me?
Mhm.
Is he using an arcane focus or anything to cast his spells? Or
He
how is
is.
he?
He is using an
Okay.
arcane focus.
Okay.
Far enough. Okay, well then I guess the shadow spawn is, and I want to make sure this math is right. It's not. Damn. He's just gonna move right behind me.
Okay.
And that's all.
Las-Dal.
I am going to pick up the potion of healing that I put down in front of Loktar and
Okay.
throw it down. So that's 7 health.
Nice.
And then I'm going to start moving away and seeing him don't get slapped around as much. And that's going to be another 7 health with a healing word.
Oh, awesome.
15. You know what? I'm going to surprise everybody. So I go 15 feet here. Then I start walking along the side of the wall past these guys. And I'm going to end my turn right there.
Sounds good. Montgomery.
Oh,
Not to sound too demanding or anything, but could you kill him, please?
take him alive.
Just casually, please.
So what is it? Can I move through friendly squares as long
Yes,
as I don't
friendly
stop
squares.
there? Is that what?
Friendly squares are just difficult movement.
You're not afraid of the despair anymore, right?
No, he and I passed.
Just
Oh, I
fortune
never
trapped in a
moved.
corner as despair looms ahead.
Comes in.
So you'd be 5 feet to there on the diagonal, then
right.
15 for the next square, 25 for the next square, 30 would get you next to Las-Dal.
How bad is this necro guy looking?
He looks like half the necromancer he started out with, but he's been baked off and pulled back together again. He looks weird at this point.
Hmm.
Fireball his ass.
Don't fireball.
He can
This
spell
is this
spells
is
around
this is
you.
not a moment where the wizard should cast fireball. I want to be very clear. Otherwise, I would have been casting lightning bolt.
Well, he can sculpt spells around allies.
That's true.
Yep. In fact, how many? I forgot how many I can do. I think it's the level of the spell, as I recall, equal to 1 plus the spell's level. So it would be 5. Oh yeah, I could protect us all. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I will do that. Make him burn another spell. All right, I'll cast Fireball at 4th level, and I'll protect. I'll put it in the corner so it won't reach up to our boogin there behind.
You cast your fireball, and what I'm going to tell you right now is good news. This guy went full necromancer. No counterspell on this mage.
Okay, and then I sculpted around all of us so that all of us are safe. So
You got it.
let me, and that'll be at
can
4th
you-
level.
Can you sculpt it around the documents on his desk over there?
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
You
This
know,
kinda
that's
seems
a
fork
good
like,
question.
no, don't do
Yeah,
it.
it's literally where he's firing it.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, that is where I'm putting it in the corner to keep it
Or
away.
you want
But
him
I
to,
think
like,
it's
fire
people
it. It's
though.
a fireball that turns into a donut.
So the sculpt
Yeah,
spell allows you to.
It says creatures that I can
Yes.
see.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, so everything in the rest of the room is toast.
You
I
gonna do
really want to say something, but I won't because I don't want a metagame.
Okay, let's.
I'll say. Can I say one thing about like what Fortune looks like in this moment, to give you an idea what he's trying to do before this happens? Would you allow that, DM?
Sure.
You see his hand going over the shoulder of the mage who just cast a spell in front of him with his arcane focus, as his deft fingers look like they're just kind of reaching for the arcane focus to just pluck it out of his hands.
Bro's about to yoinkity sploink
Montgomery, if that's enough to dissuade you, go for it. If not,
I'm gonna seeing that I counterspell the fireball.
what?
No,
No, that's silly.
If I see him going to grab his arcane focus, were we told we needed to get information from this guy, or were we set on killing him?
No, we're just frying his ass up.
Okay, then never mind. I don't counterspell.
Alright.
If we were not
Whoa.
planning on getting any information, then yeah. If this was just murder, yeah,
Okay.
Hold on.
no counterspell.
Call it murder.
Fireball
All
goes.
right.
Fireball goes off.
No, I'm gonna counterspell it. I will
What?
counterspell it.
All right.
The twist,
Okay,
the
it's
turns.
It's 4th level.
I'm casting counterspell at 3rd, so
So go ahead
You
and
gotta
give us
roll.
this
Yeah.
spellcasting check.
all
This
right.
is
Let's
the-
see.
The
You'd
kind
rather
of mess of
die.
us all coming back together and not quite being
DC
comfortable
10.
as a full
Yeah.
unit.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. What am I rolling for this one again? It is
10 plus
Four-
spells level, so 14.
yeah. So is it just a straight DC 20?
DC is 14. Roll a d20 and get higher than a 14, then we don't have to do math. Otherwise, we have to add your spellcasting ability.
Oh, okay. That's a 14.
There we go. We don't have to worry about the math.
Wow.
So counterspell goes off. Fireball doesn't happen. I think everybody looks confused for a moment. Montgomery, any other actions for you?
No, that's it.
All right. Fortune, what are you doing?
Would you allow me to make a sleight of hand check to steal the arcane focus out of his hand?
Do you have anything that would allow you to do that?
Proficiency or expertise in sleight of hand?
We'll say yes
There's
for
no
now,
specific
but
skill for disarming someone, but there's also, as far as I know, no rules against it. You just don't get to do damage like you would if you had disarming attack as a
Sure.
warrior. So it's really up to you as how you want to rule it.
go ahead and give me a sleight of hand. Your number to beat is going to be a 15.
Okay, no problem.
You just
The only
reach
person
over
I will
and
not be.
He didn't even
yoink
know.
that out of his hand.
I assume he's like starting to cast a spell, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, you just
Right.
reach over, you look at it looks like it's a carved symbol like Vecna's of a hand and an eye, and you like yoink it out of his hand, and then once you get your hand on, you're like, oh, that's kind of fleshy. It's a withered hand holding an eyeball.
Fireball this.
All right, so that'll be an action. Anything else for you, Fortune?
Looking to the others, I would like to ask this guy some questions, and then I will stab him once with a psychic dagger.
Okay. casual
Also,
stab.
he's going to just kind of position himself, blocking the exit the best he can here.
Sounds good.
Assuming that works.
19 definitely
No.
hits.
And no sneak attack here, so just 9 psychic damage. Trying to just essentially make sure this guy can't fight back here. Not trying to kill him per se.
Okay.
This is a very creepy arcane focus, by the way. Which, I mean, props to you. It makes sense, but
Stab.
Duren,
Yeah.
from the one safe spot in the room, what are you now doing?
I'm gonna move over to Loktar, and I'm going to. Let me get back to spells. Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. Well, I tried. You get 4 health, and then I'm gonna roll my Wisdom save
Oh,
to
thank
get
you.
out
I
of
forgot
right.
about that
Okay,
too.
cool. So I'm done with that.
Thank you. Has death taken our enemies?
Not yet. Cool.
All right.
We have no idea the shenanigans of the counter spell that's been going on.
Nope. Just, I'm not even sure Montgomery really knows what happened, aside from everybody started talking at once and the spell failed.
He's
But
like, that ain't ever happened before.
that's
Hey, yo,
I
what
actually
the?
expected it to be counterspelled. I just didn't realize who did it yet.
It's
Probably.
gonna
Well,
be
you're
a
looking over and
friendly.
you're like, wait, it couldn't have been him. He doesn't even have his arcane focus anymore.
Oh,
So having stolen his arcane focus, we have severely limited what the DM is allowed to do.
I was about to say you can't cast any spells at that point. Since
What he can
Necrofisticuffs.
do is he
Just
can
stab you
try
for
and
63
take
damage.
down and execute his Grim Harvest. So he musters a burst of arcane energy and heaves it towards Telovere. Telovere, you have
5th level counter spell.
it is not a
Oh.
spell.
It's not a spell.
wait,
It is
hold on.
not
You
a
said
spell.
Grim Harvest?
No, he sends an arcane burst towards you, trying to kill you so he can harvest your soul. So
Okay.
there are going to be 3 arcane bursts coming towards you. All 3 will have disadvantage. Arcane burst number 1.
Let's say, boys, it's not gonna take much to kill me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh,
Oh,
A 20
Oh.
for 36 points of damage.
he
good
said,
lord! And that's the first of
I-
3.
I die.
You are
It's
you
necrotic.
are unconscious.
No, I die. That's more than my entire
that's
health
his
pool.
hell.
But it's necrotic
It's
damage.
but it's
so
not double.
halved.
It's not double
Oh,
your
it's
health.
necrotic.
It's
Yes.
Right.
so 1, it's necrotic,
Necrotic.
and 2, it's not double your health. So
Okay,
you only
cool. So
die
you're right.
if it was
Sorry,
double
I
your total health.
apologize.
Oh, okay. So I was like, your health isn't that low, but you are unconscious.
Okay,
so I think
These next
18.
2 coming in. Arcane
Is
burst.
there,
Good.
is there a way to silvery barbs this?
You could try and silvery barbs it. What does silvery barbs do?
1 second.
So it's a reroll.
It
a
forces
flat
a reroll.
You can
Give me a
force
second.
me
I
to
will
reroll.
post the wording.
As long as you got a reaction left, yes, you can.
I did not counterspell, so I have a reaction.
Okay. Okay, you used your silvery barbs. You forced me to reroll. So it is going
Yep.
to be the left-hand side reroll because you don't force you just get 1 reroll out of it. So left-hand
Yep.
side on that first one is
Oh man!
still comes in and makes the hit.
Yep.
All
So
right.
take.
You
Yeah,
are
we're fine.
unconscious. Attack number 2 coming in, also at disadvantage, now because you're prone and it's ranged. A 9 is going to
Okay.
miss. Attack number 3 coming in.
I,
And 11
11.
will most likely miss.
And 11 misses.
Wow.
Oh, disadvantage. Oh, nice. Yeah.
The disadvantage.
Uh,
Loktar. What are you doing?
I hear people who need killing in this direction.
And these are
Or
just
hell!
Not Helm.
I guess all I could do is get up to there, huh? There's no way to like get through there. I don't think.
that's 30 feet of movement just to get through that hallway at this point.
Yeah.
You like have a spear or something you can throw?
Oh, but also you got up from prone, so
Oh yes.
that's half your movement.
Oh right, yeah, you're right. I had to get up this turn. I was thinking I got up last turn for some reason. Okay, wait, hold on a second. I was here, right?
No, I just poured down your throat and
Yeah, good point. Sorry, I was thinking I got up, but
no
I
worries.
only became back to conscious last turn. Okay, so unproning for first off. That's minus 20 movement there, right? Because it's half your movement. And then 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. And from there, I will indeed. Yeah. Throw my weapon at him.
Okay.
Yeah, why not? Right? That's what cool people do.
If you can show me a 15 to hit, you could hit him.
Can't reckless a throw, huh?
No.
Here we go. Flat roll. Yeah.
26 hits.
Nice.
Wait, what are you throwing
That'd
at him?
be the Morning Star. Just the overhead.
Oh, okay. So it's an improvised weapon, but a 19 on the die is going to hit no matter what. So yeah, you just huck your pole arm at him. You do some damage.
Good. Yeah. Suppose that's it. Yeah.
Telovere. I think I need a death
saving
saving throw from you.
Let's go, boys. That's a 3. That's one fail.
That's a 3. It's not as bad as certain other people.
Yeah.
Las-Dal.
Wait. I have my shadow.
Oh, Shadow!
Oh, no, I don't. Shadow
no,
disappears because
yeah,
it's a
Shadow
concentration.
disappears. Concentration.
let's get this guy to give us some information. 5th level, I cast Out of Luke's Sphere.
Oh. He has no way to counterspell it. Does it take a save to get him stuck inside it, or is he basically just trapped?
It is a Dex 17.
Dex 17.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna cast it at 4th level, not 5th.
Dex 17.
It's a Dex 17.
Really like to not be trapped in here. He is not trapped in there.
Wow.
Do I get my silvery barbs back at the top of my turn?
Your reaction comes back, yeah.
Your reaction
Oh,
would
did you
come
give-
back at the top of your turn. Yes.
Did you give advantage to someone?
I give advantage to Fortune on the first one. I'm a silvery barbs him on the Dex save,
Sure.
and I'll give advantage to Montgomery. Shit,
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm on fire.
man, you are nice rolls. Yeah, he saves. That's my DC.
Yeah,
All right.
this smells like the same stuff we dealt with those zombies.
Can't take my necromancers down.
I
Montgomery.
almost did.
Actually, I'm gonna move over to his desk after I do that.
Sure.
Looking at it quick, but I figure that's gonna be a roll later.
You see lots of journals and important documents, things that should not be fireballed.
Important info. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like at the top of his journal, it reads, "My plans."
My big evil plans.
Oh, I'm not sure what to do. What do we want to do with this guy?
Hit him. At this point, I'm wondering if it's wiser to try and keep him alive or just beat the shit out of him as much as we can. Oh, sorry, I'm dead. I apologize, DM.
I'm actually going to cast Let's see, what is that? That would be as a bonus action. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Telovere.
Oh, I knew you loved me.
Good plan.
I wouldn't go that far,
No.
especially once we figure out that you were the one that counterspelled me.
Well,
But
I got a
I haven't
question that's
figured that
gonna
out yet.
probably anger Telovere. Doesn't he have that poison in his guts?
Oh, you do. You can't gain a hit point. You were just unconscious.
Oh wow, that's right.
All right. So
I
I'm,
forgot
It
about
will.
that.
It will.
Sorry,
It will
man.
stabilize you. It will
No, you're fine.
stabilize you. So you are stable, but you are unconscious. Thank you for the reminder.
Oh,
and you're good. I was gonna say the exact same thing. I just was waiting.
I don't like to be able to get what.
I know he's not technically poisoned, but does curing poison solve this problem?
That would, yes.
Okay.
So Montgomery, you did the bonus action healing word that got him stable.
Then I guess I can only do a cantrip now because I used a spell, so I will use Sacred Flame on our friend there.
Sure, he will try and continue with the crazy deck saves. Wait, what? 12 is not gonna make it. Taking the 5 points of radiant damage.
Yep. Unless he takes extra from it.
He does not. He's not that evil.
Rats.
Fortune.
I also just want
Good.
to say, guys, I appreciate the depths that you guys are going to keep me alive.
Of course.
Especially you, and you know exactly who I'm talking to when I say it.
Fortune is like feeling a lot of regret right now for stealing the arcane focus and then you almost dying, possibly because he stole the arcane focus from this guy. But looking at him, you should let your secrets go. It's very freeing and almost empowering. Vecna is a big fan of both keeping of and releasing secrets, so I hear. And then I will stab him with advantage.
Listen to me. Stab, 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 stab.
Really good to tell your secrets.
28's a pretty good secret being told.
Ooh.
And you've got advantage, and it looks like Montgomery had moved up, so you've got the sneak attack. Let's see it.
Ignore that one. Oh, there it is. Okay, so 23 psychic damage. Attempting non-lethal, but at this point, if he dies, he dies.
Were you doing non-lethal or not?
Yes, he was trying to keep him alive
Okay.
for now, since he had already kind of committed to that.
He had
with stealing the
exactly
arcane
23
focus.
hit points, so you brought him down to exactly unconscious, and you have left him unconscious.
Nice.
Oh,
He falls.
Is Telovere alive?
Is that like a Psylocke
Yeah, he
and
is.
a psychic blade through the head, but doesn't cause an open wound kind of situation? I just
Yeah,
wanted to push that. Yeah.
Pretty much. He like takes the dagger and he more just kind of tries to essentially destroy the larynx a bit, so he can't talk. So he
That's
can't
exactly what you want to do to somebody you want to question later. But
Fortune has his ways, as many of you have felt.
True, true.
after all of this, the explosions, the fire, the lightning, the darkness, everything kind of goes quiet. You can still hear the drip, drip, drips of the water coming out and falling into the fountain. Keep your ears open for any sort of alarm or alert, anybody else coming towards you. You don't hear anyone approaching. The paperwork that Las-Dal is standing near reviews a recent sacrifice of a victim, identifying the person who was authored up, Reyna, who was found to be a traitor and was the first, documents how she was left a husk but able to move around, that perhaps her secrets weren't great enough, and therefore they were going to go find those who had important secrets, secrets worthy of Vecna, and recruit them in. One such is underway now. We've brought the cleric of, and then it sort of scribbles off where he had been hit by a lightning bolt while still jotting that note down.
Sorry,
Other
guys.
notes in the little document there reference the crevices of dusk, the gateways that appear between Neverwinter and a plane populated by undeath.
They were in the. You said that they are in the middle of torturing the cleric.
It sounds as though the ritual is ongoing right now. Like his notes are, I'm about to go look into the ritual where we are.
We need to find this cleric. They're in the middle of a ritual right now.
Cool. I'm gonna lesser restoration on Telovere, and then I'm gonna also heal him for. We'll do 25 hit points.
Oh, thank you.
That was my lay on hand, so I touched you and then touched you again.
Okay, cool. I would like you to know you got me over halfway back to my full health, so thanks.
Yeah, I was gonna use all of my lay on hands, but I have a feeling that something might pop up, and I don't want to use all of it.
Probably.
I have a feeling that we're not done here.
You see Loktar looking jealously at your healing hands.
Power of helm, baby.
Hmm.
As I pop back into existence, like, let's never do that again.
I mean, it kind of worked, but yes, never do that again. Especially
Yeah,
not
you
when you're
never do
already
that
injured.
But
We need a
But-
sturdier
it
liar.
worked.
We need to figure out where this ritual is occurring.
That is true.
Cool,
This
let's
guy
go
may be
through,
able
baby.
to tell us, but we should probably tend our wounds a bit here.
Yeah.
As they're talking, DM, could I go grab this necromancer's spellbook?
Sure.
Oh, I've already grabbed the stuff off of his dresser.
Okay.
Well, I'm not talking about his dresser. I'm talking about his
Okay.
spellbook, the thing
On
he has to
him.
use to cast spells.
Sure. Give me an investigation check.
I think I'm really shitty at that. So
Well, it's intelligence. So you should
Maybe
be
if
good
you
at
knew
it.
a
A 10. You do not find a spell book here. You see the journal sitting out there, but you don't see a spell book.
Were you looking for this? And I offer him the hand and eye
Clerk.
arcane focus.
I'm very like gingerly taking it. I'm like,
no,
no,
is the
but I
spellbook
mean,
mixed in with the journals?
Give me a quick investigation check.
Yeah, does anybody else want to help him look for it? I'm really bad at it.
I was thinking Loktar might toss the lady and the other one that were sleeping. Their bunks.
All right. So I think
But yeah.
Televere's kind of describing Las-Dal. I mean, you're an accomplished scholar. You can find books in the stacks like nobody's business, and it's in plain sight. Those giant tapestries.
You mean this one right here laying on top?
No, it's those giant tapestries that are depicting the ghouls feasting. It's all interwoven in there. The spells are worked into the threads. You'll need to take the whole tapestries with you.
Oh,
I'll grab the tapestries,
Sure.
but I'm not telling Telovere at the moment.
Just take the tapestries down, start rolling them up. And they're big. I mean, they're like rolled up big chonky things.
I'll just throw them over my shoulders for now. So I'm like walking. Probably they're dragging a little bit, or they're pretty close.
Sure. So as that's happening, what's everybody else doing?
Guess I'll
Loktar
help.
searching the bunks, but also he might be searching / like readying them for a little nap. Like whatever.
also I'm hopping up for just a minute. I'll still be able to hear you, but
Sure.
It's like turning in circles, doing this kind of thing with the blankets,
You got it.
Fortune will kind of just like search over his body for any other like keys or anything that might be helpful further in here.
Sure. Gerard, himself, the leader, and you search through the others as well. They do have the appropriate arcane focuses, pouches, that sort of thing for their spell casting. You do not notice any spell books around. So they seem as though those are stored in a different spot. They are carrying a small amount of coin, enough to buy food out, but it doesn't look like any of them are carrying their valuables or have their valuables with them where they are today.
Okay. No keys or anything on him.
No keys on them. Correct.
Okay.
Oh, I got a cool idea. I don't know if it'll work, but Loktar might take his Morning Star over to the punch bowl and just dunk it in there. You know, the poison.
Okay.
I don't know.
You like roll your pole arm around in there, and you're getting that all nice and soaked in, and you lift it up,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it just sort of like drips off like water, and after a little bit it's dry. You very much doubt that that would work, but it makes you feel better.
I will gag and tie up this guy.
Sure.
Since he's
I give a
unconscious
hand
here.
with that.
I'm gonna go retrieve my warhammer in the
Okay.
other room. Come back.
Forgot that was all the way back there.
Fortune, can you see what's going on behind this door right over here? I don't think
Yeah.
he'd be too far away from a ritual.
So, quick listen at the door here after tying that guy up, and my psychic whispers has ended, and I'm going to recast it this time. Next time we're all together, I'll cast it actually.
Okay.
So I got to see everyone. But yeah, for now, just to listen at the door.
Sure. You put your hand to the door, or ear to the door, and you can hear like a little bit of a thrumming noise, but it seems like it's probably the water pipes going through the ground. These are, catacombs, so tombs dug out and rooms dug out of the earth, and then the doors are big, heavy stone doors. Not a lot of sound is getting through these, which is probably to your advantage, given the recent kerfluffle that you all had raised. But go ahead and give me a perception check as you put your head to the door. Oh, those are some
21.
sharp ears you got. You do pick up the sound of something dragging across the door. So you hear a little like whook as something was like rubbed across the door as you're sitting there listening.
Something's moving over in here. I can't tell what, but it was just like a quick little scrape against the door. And it must have been pretty powerful. I heard that through stone.
Might want one of the big boys at the door instead of you then.
I think all our big boys are quite a bit hurt.
Yeah. And I'm almost out of spell
Here's
slots.
some gravelly snoring coming from the bunks right over yonder.
And Fortune will now go ahead and use Psychic Whispers on Duren, Montgomery, our captive, and Las-Dal here.
Okay.
Telovere, no, we're going up front. I'm not connecting to you psychically right now, and also, don't die. But you want to go open the door first, Duren, or I can try.
I can open it.
Alright.
I ain't afraid of nobody.
You ain't afraid
Fortune
of nobody.
will kind of swap places with him and prepare to, if need be, take action here.
Sure.
Don't fight.
Anything else before we open it? Never mind.
Okay, I want to peek before going in. Can I look my head around the corners?
Sure. So you kind of open the door and peek your way out, and you can see moving away from you a woman with a push broom, kind of working her way slowly down the hallway. And the thing that must have scraped against the door a few seconds ago would be the head of the push broom scraping against the thing. She's just sort of like shuffling her way down, one little push at a time, working her way down the hallway.
That's
I think you all might feel someone pushing past you, and if you turn to look who it is, it looks like this guy over here.
Oh, head of disguise.
Yeah, might
Okay.
as well.
How'd you? Oh, Lothar, is that you?
It is. Your eyes are as keen as your ears, and your
I think-
ears are as keen as I am to murder this maid.
Wait. Maid? What do you mean?
Is this not a
remember
maid? Someone is sweeping.
I just told you that they turned her into a husk.
That must be Reyna then.
That'd be my guess.
Yeah, she is kind of an
You're
innocent
muted.
victim.
I've
Sorry.
been talking. That's my bad. Thank you. I'm going to take a look at Octu's body, hearing the maid comment in the husk, and I'm going to look him over to see if I can see anything that resembles a sort of control for that. Like the specifically looking like at the necklace that he had been messing with.
Give me a quick Arcana check.
I'm actually good at this. I spoke too soon. It's a 9.
A 9. So you don't see what the link could be. You're like, well, I mean, if they made her undead, you could cast Create Undead on her and take control of her that way, but it doesn't seem quite right.
So is this just a normal cultist then?
She's moving very stiffly as she's working her way down there.
She's like Devlin, our friend that we've traveled with for the last 2 years here, where she's just not herself anymore.
She has lost her secrets.
Yes.
And her joy and passion in life. Quite a horrible fate, but not one that means we need to kill her.
She may have information, which may provide useful.
It'll probably be public domain because she has no more secrets.
And as you're sort of
All her
sitting there,
secrets are public domain.
as you're sitting there peeking out from the hallway, you can see that to the southwest of you, there's a small little crypt and another room to the northwest there. Those would have been small burial tombs or little chambers for usage down there. You don't see any sound or light from there. Very south end of the hallway, you can see another door, as well as towards the far end of the hallway to the north, past the Reyna who's doing her sweeping, you see a door to the northwest and a hallway continuing northeast.
All right, and it's dark out there, or
It
I
is
mean, in
lit.
general?
It is lit. There are
Mhm.
torches.
All right. I suppose in disguise, proceed out and see if anybody kills him.
Sure. You step out into the hallway. The sweeping person pauses for a second, just sort of turns and looks back at you for a few seconds, then turns and goes back to their sweeping.
As I'll approach her.
You walk up behind. She just kind of keeps sweeping. As you get closer, she sort of like leans to the side so that she's sweeping sort of out of the way so you could get past.
Do your duties fulfill you?
You get sort of a response.
Hmm. What if I were to tell you your work is complete here? What would you then do? Hmm.
This girl's gone. Ain't nothing we can do to help her.
Not us, but we could probably find someone else who might be able to do a bit more. I mean, she'd probably fine to just be left to her own devices for now, then, and we can always come back for her or have someone pick her up.
So I'll venture up and I think I'm going to snuff out any torches or sconces along the way.
Okay.
And Try to get up here and get a little peek around the corner. Hopefully in darkness, thereby being invisible.
Sure, you make your way up, snuffing out lights as you go. As you get to here and kind of peek down the hallway, you can see that there's more lights and there's motion coming from the room down the hall. It looks like figures are moving about. They're shuffling things around on shelves. Without getting a little closer, it'd be hard to tell what they're doing, but they're definitely moving things from spot to spot.
All right. Psychically relay at least 4 creatures at the far end, about 60 feet or so. I don't know.
And the hallway has several doors to the north, several doors to the south.
Sounds
Alright.
like there's some other people, possibly the ones we're looking for, running the ritual, to the north of us here. There was a door in the previous room too that we might be able to use.
Yes, we are leaving a lot of unexplored doors at our backs that may be unwise.
If
That is
you
true.
check that, I can go invisible and see what's going on up above.
Just be careful if you're going to do that. We don't know what can or cannot see you.
I understand.
If you want to, it looks like this door that was in the main area we were fighting is steps so that you have a corner you can look around while closer. Instead of having to go down the whole hall.
You haven't seen this particular set of stairway, but your mapping deductions are correct.
Yeah, we can quietly open that door. Maybe we can even hear something from down there.
Sure.
So Fortune will kind of skulk back and, assuming the door's not locked, open it
Yeah, no problem.
quietly.
Not unlocked. It's a well-oiled hinge. Big stone door swings open. You make your way up there and go ahead and give me your choice: perception or investigation.
You know what he's good at. Actually, I might go ahead and expend one more die here for my psychic knack. So
Sure.
total of 23 to my perception.
23 makes it a very good roll. You're able to hear several cultists saying, "No, no, no, no. That tome goes over here. This tome goes over there." And you hear like a roar. Yes, yes. This one here, that one there. It sounds like they're organizing a library, scrolls, books of some sort. They're not incanting or chanting or doing anything ritual-y. They're directing uncooperative volunteers to put things in places.
Spring cleaning is going on up there. We can do our own spring cleaning if need be. Or we can just look elsewhere for now, and it may be fine to be left to their own devices.
Yeah, we probably should keep exploring.
Yes, the more reconnaissance, the better.
Let's check this door down here, just because it's, as you said before, a door at our back.
Gonna snuff out all the lights in this room too? Darkness follows. You guys can see, right?
No.
Is it okay if I do a quick little listen at the door?
So you give a quick little listen at the door. As you listen at this one, you can feel that rumble of pipes in the walls coming from the basin nearby, but no other sounds.
Okay, I'll go ahead. Fortune will slowly open the door and kind of peek in there.
Sure. As you open that door and peek in there, this is a small crypt that's been converted into a kitchen. Dirty utensils soak in a large basin to the east. A stone coffin serves as a fire pit, and the coffin's lid has been repurposed as a table, which bears platters of dried fruit, nut, and meat.
Anyone hungry?
Oktar will walk over and start eating some meat.
Las-Dal, while they're doing that, I'm listening in this door to see if I hear anything going on.
Hey, what are we doing with our prisoner? We kind of just left him.
He's tied up right now.
and gagged.
Yeah, he's tied up, gagged, and will be unconscious for at least an hour, minimum. So you've got a little bit of time to work there. Las-Dal, as you press your ear to that door, you can hear there is something going on inside there. Give me a quick perception check on that door. It's a big
21.
stone door, so it's very muted what's getting to you, but it is definitely chanting. It's got that cadence that says, there's something magical happening in here. Bad news.
And you didn't hit me with the psychic link, right?
Let's see, Montgomery.
No, it was Telovere and
Yeah.
whatnot.
No, I didn't.
So I'm gonna move. I'm gonna go backwards right now, and
Look,
Guys.
Montgomery.
south door. They're chanting right now.
Let's put a stop to that first. Stop eating Oktar. We must go. Oh no, I'm starting to talk like Oktar. I've been around him far too long.
As we're walking away, I'm going to very cautiously tap Montgomery on the shoulder. I go, Montgomery, I must make a confession to you. I was the one who counterspelled your attempt at a fireball, and I wish to apologize. I simply believe that it was better to preserve him, which sounds odd coming from me, but I do apologize if that caused you distress. And you can see he's really struggling with it.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened because I didn't really see him cast anything, but I assumed he was going to.
Yes,
It was very confusing.
I apologize.
I thought you said to kill him for earlier.
I did, but you know me, I'm very fickle.
Do you? While they're doing that, are we silencing this chanting?
All right,
Like-
we got a lot to do. We'll talk about this later.
Agreed.
Oh no, it sounded like a disappointed father. We'll talk about this later, Telovere.
Yeah.
Does anyone have some healing for Las-Dal? Even in his disguised hat, he looks awful.
I'm fine.
Oh, sorry,
Loktar, you mean?
Loktar.
I'll give Let's see. What do I got left for spells?
So even though he looks like that priest with the small feet, he's leaving like big bloody bear paw prints like behind as he's walking.
Oh, that's funny.
I'll cast Healing Word on Loktar, first level. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. That's going to be 7 points of healing.
Thank you.
Who wants to go first here? Should I go ahead and try and
Do you want me
sneak in?
to start and I can quiet them? Because I don't know what they're exactly bringing with this chanting.
Possibly the same kind of ritual we saw 2 years ago as well. Which you did silence before, and I believe it was quite effective, so sounds good to me. I'll open the door and you cast a spell?
Like to prepare a bit.
You got
God
Montgomery.
of terror.
Telovere? You good with that?
By
Yeah.
all means, I'll stand back and do my
I'll put it as
best.
far in as I can so you can do a little bit. I'm gonna wedge myself in here.
All right, Televere's gonna quickly scuttle right there just to make sure he's not right in the line of fire.
Just a little scuttle.
What, you mean a lightning bolt?
Yeah, I know it'll still hit, but we're still going to be taking a little bit more safety this time around.
All right.
Fortune will try to quietly open the door best he can.
As Fortune quietly opens the door,
Oh, dear God.
Jesus,
Whoa!
we need to get our asses out of here.
we've got a little art
Wow.
to share.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, my last second level spell, I'm gonna throw silence where I see
Yep. But we're gonna
this
roll
person.
initiative to find out when that happens.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and bring up the turn order. Let's ask you all to go ahead and click. We're gonna use representative turn order for the monsters. So there's a monster. There's a monster.
My initiative has failed me for the first time, y'all.
A good time for it.
And
Yeah, I
let's-
know.
Yeah, mine has
Let's
failed me again.
let's talk about what you're seeing as this opens up. This enormous room features raised galleries at the east and west ends. 6 chanting figures ring the eastern gallery, their hands raised towards a spherical cage hanging from the 30-foot tall ceiling. The ritual's leader chants from the west balcony, surrounded by hunched, one-eyed creatures with knobby hides. A terrified elf struggles in the dangling cage. Based on our rolls, Las-Dal, you will be the first to have a chance to act as the door opens. The Nothics turn their weird-looking eyes to you. The cultists continue their chants. What are you up to?
So this one here is chanting, and the
Yes.
cultists are chanting.
This one is leading, and then sort of you can see him conducting the chant and offering the next phrase, and then these back here are repeating that phrase back to him. He offers another phrase, repeats another phrase.
How high are the ceilings here?
30 foot.
Okay. I'm gonna walk sideways along my fellow comrades here
Okay.
and go sideways. I'm going into the room.
Okay.
And I'm going up as far as I can.
Okay. Skitter, skitter, skitter,
And
skitter.
I am throwing silence down near the. I want to get her, but I'm like right behind her,
Okay.
and as far over as I can towards this direction as well.
All
Because
right.
silence is a 20-foot radius sphere.
A counter spell is coming at you at 3rd level.
Counterspelling it at my last spell level of 5th level.
Okay. You have counterspelled the counterspell. I'm triple
I'm
checking
out of
everybody else's
spells.
sheets. No other counterspells.
I think I am out of range.
All right. The silence goes off. All of a sudden, that chanting is no longer reaching you. The response is extraordinarily violent as a riot of silvery purple energy fills the room. You can feel space tearing open. Those of you in the hallway are pulled in as the wind just whistles past, sucking you through, tendrils of purple energy reaching out and grabbing you, dragging you in. You can see the Nothics being torn to shreds, the cultists being pulled in, the cage being pulled in. You are falling and falling. Some of you may have spent some time adrift in the astral sea. This is a very familiar sensation for a few moments. And everything goes dark. And that's where we're going to bring this particular session to a close and pick back up next week as you wake up somewhere quite a bit different.
Oh no.
Now I regret not searching every door. Damn it.
There could have been another really bad artifact around here.
There could have been some other really bad artifacts around here. I will let you know that whoever picked up the golden cog from the room has a stone of luck in their pocket. When you eventually get time to do your spell casting and divination, I know you put that one aside as a treasure. Want to make sure I mention it. You won't know that you have it to attune to it until you spend that time, but somebody please make note of that.
I do have that.
You do
Nice.
have a spell scroll from the wizard, which includes the necromantic spell Circle of Death, which is quite a interesting, I think 6th level spell. We'll get you some details on that one. And you have some notes that you've gathered, as well as various pieces. We'll be waking up elsewhere quite shortly, so please make note of your current HP, spells, etc. And then we'll be back next week as you wake up in a domain, and that domain happens to be in Shadowfell. So we'll get into
I'm
some
very excited for
details
Shadowfell.
from there.
I've
I'm
never seen it.
excited, but I got 0 spell slots left.
Yeah, can't
Was,
we just take a long rest once we get there?
You could sure
Sure.
try. You could sure try. So we will find out all about those goodies. We'll do a little bit of lore share and catch up. We'll find out what I think Montgomery learned about their deck of many things. That Illustrial Silverhand, a little information got out from Umberto.
Probably
I'll
in
do
one of those
some-
rooms we didn't search.
I'll do some dice rolling to see whether Umberto makes it out of the graveyard through all the skeletons and zombies, or if he gets recaptured by the cult. But you have put a huge dent in the Vecna cult, but you left a few behind. So we'll see how that
Oh
one
god,
goes.
he's still alive and tied up.
He's still
Yeah,
alive and tied up.
Yeah, did he get sucked in with us, or is he still
did,
there?
He did not. He did
Okay.
not. So he was
Did
alive and tied up.
any of the other cultists get pulled in with us?
Yes. So
Yes.
the Nothics cultists and the one who was chanting, they were all pulled in. You got a sea of limbs and flailing. You just saw like
So you said the Nothics got pulled in, but they got torn apart.
They
so we
got
don't have to worry
shredded.
about that.
As they were being pulled in, you could see they were just absolutely pulled apart. The cultists did
Yeah.
not seem like that was happening to them. But the Nothics, for some reason, were shredded as they were being pulled into that purpley.
So Vecna only likes humanoids, he said. Screw the rest of you.
Maybe. So,
Either way, I'm going to be swiping at them as we go through space.
So, thank you all for playing. You definitely approached this in a manner I wasn't expecting as far as the combat set, though, but well recovered. There was definitely a very good chance that had those spells gone off a slightly different way, things could have gotten a lot ickier. But good call on the silence that disrupted the ritual immediately. But it did have a little bit of a side effect. You don't want to interrupt a ritual mid-cast. All right, cool. So we're going to be wrapping it up here. Looks like we had a player reroll that was lurking out there that I didn't catch from 8 minutes ago. We're going to give that one back to you, Tuck, so you can send that one to us next week. They won't get a chance to use it up here. Thank you for that. As we wrap up, we've been 20 sides to every story. If you like what we do, come swing by the Discord and hang out. We'll be throwing a raid somewhere in a few moments as we see who's still out there awake at this time. Just before we do that, any shout-outs that the players would like to make, etc., etc.
Shout out to Octu for being the most gullible guy I've ever met in a cult.
Oh, he's in a cult. Come on, he's got to
Yeah,
be.
it's the pyramid scheme. You know they're already gullible.
I know,
The
but like
pyramid scheme!
he's gullible even for a pyramid scheme guy, you know.
He was very excited to tell you about his exploits.
I know.
I was not expecting quite that that level of swap out there. So let's see. I don't see we got any. Oh, hey, lollygaggers are still awake. Let's go see the lollygaggers. Did I type it correctly? Raid's been created. We'll see you over there in a little bit. Thanks everybody for hanging out.
Bye, y'all.
Ba-dum-bum.
Take it easy.
Good night.